Alright, I'm turning on the sound. Can you hear me, honey? Hello? Husband! Husband!
There we go. Alright, I can hear you.
Okay.
The music is very quiet, but otherwise...
Oh, I probably have my sound kind of low. I noticed that earlier. How's that? A little better? I can make it higher.
Do 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 do. I gotta give it a sec for it to catch up.
I don't have my headphones on.
Okay.
Bangus.
Yeah, that's good.
I should also mute the Discord because that's probably making a bunch of beeps.
There you go. So now it's fine.
Ah, shut up.
Hello, Shaper Arcia.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Patreon stream.
Woo!
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 I don't know if this would be the second to last one. Depends on how many 10s we get through, I guess. 10s can go really fast or really slow.
Yeah.
But we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 more days, so we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'll do otherwise. Maybe we'll stream Peak or some shit. I don't know. Apparently I baby everyone in Peak.
You do.
But we're gonna start with the 20s.
Wife
And
is
go
like,
from there.
baby man, baby man.
Yeah, if you watch the stream, I'm constantly asking them for if they're okay, if they need food. I was taking like clips of it and I was like, oh man, I really babied these poor guys. But I also called them idiots, so
Yeah, well.
it balanced out, just like my mom now. I was trying to sketch the next for the comic I uploaded today, but I want to draw the other comic, so I ended up inking that one too. I guess we're just gonna have an interrupt.
This one's your favorite.
I already interrupted it with another comic, though, so I was like, I'll upload that first, and then upload the two-parter.
Nope.
And then I was like,
Day in the life of Owen.
I really want to do this one.
Owen's one of those Monster of the Week comics now. It's Owen. Owen's the monster. Every comic.
Yeah. Well, the other one was cute. Well,
Yeah.
this one is... It's technically a lot of plot, but it's also it has a very silly ending, which I think everyone will really enjoy.
Yay!
Plus, it's got more Shimura, which is always fun. And in fact, it's got not like cutesy-wootsy Shimura like I always draw them.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
got Big God Shimura, and it's got serious Shimura. But it's also got cutesy Shimura. I do draw Shimura as like baby, or
Yeah.
little old man.
Little creature.
Little old baby.
Yeah.
That's what they are. They're a little old baby.
Yes.
But I wanted to do them serious. In fact, I like took time to like sketch it a little more too.
Mm-hmm. You were having fun.
I was surprised I couldn't find, like, I went on the websites I usually go, and I was trying to find some, like, good spider designs to, like, use as inspiration for the face and stuff like that. Ironically, the furries were real shit on it. I was impressed how shit their spider designs were.
Look,
They were all basically this.
I feel like bugs fall under, like,
It's just that. Like, I wanted something more, like, grotesque and kind of monstrous.
I feel
like
like
splitting faces and stuff.
I feel like bugs fall under like a specialist field, the same as like robots.
Half of them looked like dogs. Do you remember that old post? They look like this.
Yeah.
Remember that old post where it's like dolphins, but it's like dogs
Yeah.
for furries? Like, it looked like that. And I was like, really, y'all? There's not some weird monster funker amongst you that wants fucked up bugs?
I'm not gonna lie, you should look at Transformer people.
No, what I did look at was prosthetic and makeup people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They were much better. In
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
I ended up using a bunch of references from them.
Mm-hmm. But you should definitely also look at Transformer people because
Alright, the design.
there are some Transformer people that really love spider bots. Oh man, I wish I'd thought about it earlier. I could have sent you stuff for like the tomb spiders from Warhammer 40k. And the Mechanicus, a lot of them have like tendrily mouths or like mandibles and things like that too. So.
Well, I mean, I don't have the line work done yet.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even have the sketch done. I'm about halfway through, and unfortunately, from the way it's coming out, I might need a third page.
Your self-appointed doom.
I could shorten it, but it wouldn't hit the beats I want, so... Maybe the third page will just be the entirety of the joke. I don't know.
This is the doom that
it'll be
wifey caused.
Romantic first page, which is already up. It'll be kind of dark and spooky second page, and then the third page will just be the entire joke.
The denouement, but it's denouement, haha. That was terrible. I gotta figure out a better way to make that one.
Yeah.
I can make that work.
Did you hurt yourself stretching for that?
I didn't stretch. I fell on my face. I don't know the French for clown.
I hope not, like, my little designs, because I'm not a furry, I'm a monster fucker, so I had to do some research for, like, some of the animals here, and you can tell I still can't draw snoots. Thankfully, I haven't had a huge amount of furry commissioners. Though a third person wants me to design their Lamb OC, so...
Yeah.
My Lamb OC's not even that complicated.
Because they like what they see.
I was actually, sometimes I look at the cool Lamb OCs and I feel bad, because mine is, like, so simple, but I like simple cartoony styles.
Yeah.
It fits me.
It fits you. You wanted it to look like a Cupid doll, but an asshole.
It one really looks exactly how I wanted them to, like the intention, more or less.
Yeah.
Like, I wish my style was simpler. Sometimes I look at complex styles and I'm like, am I underdoing myself? And then I look at, like, simple styles that I actually work from, like Dan DeCarlo and
The Astro Boy guy.
Phil Tomato, Tezuka, Bruce Timm. And I'm like, oh, no, wait, I want them to look like that. Never mind. I should make things simpler.
Cult of the Lamb is indeed, there's like two circles where it's monster fuckers and furries, and right in the middle is Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, and unfortunately I'm on the monster fucker side.
Enter the war on the side of the monsters.
So is D&D to a certain extent.
There was
it's not as big a crossover right in the middle.
There's, I was putting out a whole bunch more Halloween books today, and one of them is How to Catch a Monster, and I'm like, and the adult book, How to Catch a Monster Boyfriend.
What's sad is, like, you can really tell, you can always tell the people who are doing art because they like the content. You can tell people who are doing art because they want to use it as a thing to draw smut up, which is not bad, but I'm just telling you to tell. You always tell the people who are doing ship art.
Oh, yeah.
And now with, like, Cult of the Lamb, you can see the people who were already furries and the people who were probably more from the shipping area and probably reading a lot of BL. They went into
Cult of the Lamb and they're like, I'm not a furry, but...
Well, you can see it. Like, if you go to, like, E621 and search Cult of the Lamb, or even, like, Rule 34, which is actually more on the shipping side, I would probably say. But, like, you can tell who's, like, the furry artist for furry's sake and who's the shipping artist for shipping's sake.
That one that you showed me that had, like, the, like, big buff Cheeto Puff Nari and their lamb... That's a furry.
No, that's a shipper. They just have a type.
I might be thinking of a different lamb then.
If it's just the lamb standing there with, like, their ass out, or it's incredibly zoomed in on the actual part of copulation, it's a furry.
No, there was.
If it's a full body shot of them both holding each other in some way while they're doing it, or it's got, like, or it's, like, really close up and has, like, some dramatic ass scene composition going on for telling story, that's a shipper. I'm on the shipper side of that 100%.
I was thinking more like design spec wise, because, like, I remember.
Well, yeah, if their lamb looks like this,
if their lamb has a snoot, well, no,
their lamb looks like that. That's probably a furry.
Yeah. No, I recall one lamb that had, like, very actual lamb-like features, and I'm like, furry.
Oh yeah, sometimes some people, like, they're very obviously, like, I actually kind of like those. Some people, you can tell, like, some people are more cottagecore-ish furries, because their lambs will look like this. Like they'll actually have like the lamb-shaped face.
Yeah. Especially if it's the if it looks like one of those cute fluffy lambs that's got the curly fur, but they got like the all black face and then the white body.
And then some do it more cartoony lamb, where it's like this.
Yeah.
They have like the full snoot.
Right.
Like this is someone who's also a furry, and then you have mine, which is very Betty Boop.
Yeah. Black and white cartoon era.
There's no hugely obvious snoot or face shape. It's very rounded because it's flat and cartoony.
Right.
It's round but flat, haha. But there's not a lot of dimension to Ewan's face on purpose. Because it's meant to do a bunch of human expressions that you're supposed to read. Because I do comics and stuff like that. That's why my stuff is not usually, if I do a furry character, or even like a monster character or something like that. It depends on the monster. But if I want to do a lot of expressions with them, I will tend to give them a more human proportion face.
Yeah.
Because it makes it easier to do a range of expressions that people can very easily understand. Might be somewhat of a skill issue, but it's mostly that.
Which is ironic too, because like I do see a lot of people, if they have the more animalistic like faces and stuff like that, it's usually because they also are leaning more into horror and things like that. So they want the more monstrous visage and less readable expression. Yeah,
you have the furries who will draw like... it sounds like I'm being mean to furries. I'm not. We're just discussing like different categories. You have the furries who have like the full face, full snoot things. Like stuff like that. This is harder to read than a human face. Whereas you'll have the furries who will also do this. I actually played a game recently. What was it called? That was a good, it was free, so if y'all want to check out this game, I would totally say go ahead with it. Here we go. Mr. Pompey's Extravagant Quiz. It's like a, it's a little bit of a horror game. Like, it's trying to be anyway. It's too cute to do that, in my opinion. Like, it's not doing anything hugely complex. But it's free, and the furries in it look like this. That person values expression and cuteness over actual furry traits. Yeah. Which is more along the lines that I'm in.
Being mean to furries is a spectrum. I mean...
I have nothing but respect for furries, especially as someone who is a monster fucker. You know, there are monster fuckers who do hugely complex monsters and stuff, but the guy who did Siren Head did not do Siren Head to do comics where Siren Head finds a lover and has human expressions.
Yeah.
He did Siren Head to freak people out.
To have some big ominous weird thing.
That's not meant to be something that you look at and like, I want to identify with that as a human. No, that's to be like, oh fuck, there's a giant thing with sirens for heads.
There is this one artist that I sometimes see, because he takes a while to post stuff, because like what he does is really fucking detailed as shit. What he does is he draws jets like they're monsters.
Oh!
So they have like toothy maws and things like that. And, but like, absurdly detailed. They look like World War II kind of style, but it's just like a fucking critter. It looks like it's gonna eat something. Or you'll see like a roost of jets sitting on top of a carrier and things like that. It's really fun. But like, yeah, no, they have a specific thing they want, and they want it to be horrifying.
Yeah. Different designs to serve different purposes. And my purpose is I prefer to do comics, so I want characters who can be very expressive very easily. And some people found like a good middle ground with that. I think of like the Looney Tunes and the Sabrina Online guy.
Yeah,
I think his stuff, which is also kind of Looney Tunes look, because he was a somewhat early furry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the starters.
Pretty early. Back
when it was like funny animals. Before like that's the really old look, before even the Ninja Turtles look. Nah, that's a different guy. I know who you're talking about though. But that works pretty well, because they have, even though they have the little snoot, it's still very, like, they have the big eyes. I actually like this kind of furry. I think it's very cute. And they got the ears, but all the face is right front ways. And the expression is right front ways, so you can read everything very easily. They usually have oversized eyes, you know, brows that go really high, little nose, mouth that can stretch. So those work very easily with like cartoonish stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I am also a bit more of a weeb, so mine is a little flatter. I like my over-the-top anime expressions. And I'm not wrong for liking those.
Speaking of weebs, I saw a weeb in there gal was there getting stuff, and the weeb guy had a shirt that's just the white-haired kid from Evangelion playing the piano, and it says, "I can make you happy."
Aww.
And I'm like, wow, that's a fucking deep cut. Good job.
Did you know that guy was an accident? Like, they did not plan him originally.
Huh.
He was brought in later. And it was from a miscommunication about who he should be.
Sounds right.
I think he's very essential to the story now.
I agree, yeah.
Shinji needs that, like, unconditional love.
Yeah, he needs...
So he can realize that he still cannot accept even unconditional love.
He needs the normalization to realize how off-skew he is.
No, I think it's more like, you probably shouldn't be with someone like that, too.
True, more doormats.
Yeah, the whole thing is like, Shinji is getting a bunch of people who he is pushing away for different reasons. And it's supposed to be like, he can't even be with someone who's giving him unconditional love because he's so fucked up. Because this is his fucking problem.
Yeah.
Also, you gotta bother me.
I do!
So I think someone who's giving him 100% unconditional love. Try to hit my butt and miss.
Oh. See, there's a good squeak.
Oh, maybe I'm just fat.
No, I think I actually hit the chair.
That's what, there you go.
I did with. Wait.
But the whole thing is supposed to be Shinji, no matter how many people you interact with, you are the person stopping the connection.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the other people, it's you. Go outside, touch grass. Ometeto.
Shinji was the loser all along.
I mean, everyone kind of feels like that at certain points, I imagine. I don't know. I've felt like that. And you do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes not intentionally. Sometimes you can't help it. Even if you know you're doing it. Sometimes you don't know you're doing it. My sister did it when our mom died. And whether she gets over that is up to her therapist.
Yeah. I mean, that's my uncle, who was a raging alcoholic for most of his life. He did not... Like, even when Grandma died, like, it still didn't really stick until, like, he was almost on the, verge of being homeless kind of thing. And, that's really what it took. Like, he had to be at the lowest of lows.
And it goes to show that even unconditional love will not solve that, which is why I think, is it Kairu? What's his fucking name? Kairu? I fucking forget.
I don't know his name.
But that boy, the
Yeah.
gay boy, why he's important to the plot, in my opinion. It's because not only is this about Shinji, it's also the way people deal with people who cut themselves off. Some people are apathetic, some people give them, all the support they can, but they can't love you, like, the major lady.
Yeah.
Some people attack back because you're being mean to them, like Asuka. Some people are dealing with their own shit and are indifferent, like Rei. Some people just expect you to get in the goddamn robot, Shinji, like his dad. Like they don't care if you're fucked up. You got shit to do. Those kind of people. Like that's how people deal with people with depression who are separating themselves from reality.
Do your shit.
And other people are also dealing with that person. So in a sense, you could give someone everything they physically need, like Beer Lady, like Pin. You just need penguins.
Obviously.
Or you could give someone all the love they could need, like Kaoru. I think it's Kaoru. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I should rewatch it. But that still doesn't solve it because it has to come from inside. And I think that's a good message to have.
It's like the person has to want to change. No amount of force will change them. Also,
like, if you're helping someone...
Bottom tier rump?
It depends on who's saying it, I guess.
I don't know, man.
I'm bottom tier.
No, you're bottom grade. Cause you're
yeah, there you go. Should be bottom grade.
Yeah.
You're graded for bottom.
Because, like...
Which is neither good nor bad. There you go.
Because, like, bottom tier makes it sound like you're, you know, built for endurance. Because you're a bottom and you can take it. Whereas, like, bottom grade makes it sound like it's awful or something. Like, I think it's different words. Because, like, bottom tier game would mean, like, something you'd find at the Five Below.
It probably would if they still sold games.
No CDs allowed.
Remember when all the Nindoroids from Animal Crossing were there?
Yeah. Every so often you just find weird stuff there. It's great.
And then when they put out that, like, DLC, everyone wanted them again.
Yeah.
Or when they actually put out the new Animal Crossing. They still didn't really do all that much, though.
They really didn't.
I think it's more phrasing or what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you don't want to be a bottom, you'll be pissy.
Sounds like bottom talk.
Hey. Bottoms are the real, like, controllers in the relationship. I would say if you're a good top, it takes way more skill to be a good top, but bottoms are in charge. Just period.
Tanks are bottoms. Healers are service tops. DPSs are bratty bottoms. You can't change my mind. Oh, shit. Stop running in on stuff, you fucking assholes.
Me while we're playing Peak. Your husband poisoned me. Well, why did you go where he asked you to go? Me waiting for y'all so long that I'd fucking die. Slow ass bitches.
I was trying to eat
Guys,
life.
if you go back like a stream or two, we played Peak with Lloyd, and we did not make it past even Mesa. Like, not even the start of Mesa. I picked it up and played today casually while I was having lunch, and I beat the next difficulty level. We were on Tenderfoot difficulty. I just got my Raccoon Scout badge. I'm gonna get GOAT.
And freaking Mesa just like...
It'll kick your ass, true.
Headed in for us.
But apparently y'all just suck and are slowing me down, which is weird. You'd think playing with more people would be better in general. Stop sucking! Oh my god.
More likely for stupid shit to happen. But also, like, when we went to the fucking Mesa, we would just get, like, double tornadoed up on a Tuesday. Like, what the shit was that about?
Yeah, I think that specific day we did it. Today, the ice place was back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that specific day we did that because when they basically roll all the stuff for new things, sometimes things will be more there. Like, there'll be more spikes on the vines, or there'll be more spikes in the snow area, that kind of crap. So I think we just rolled up on Tornado Day.
Yeah, there were some aggro-ass tornadoes. It was fucking weird. Like, well, damn, I guess I'll die. Goodbye!
They did kick our fucking ass.
Just swoof, off I go.
It was fun, though. Even though I did act like a mom the whole time. But you two were stupid.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll have to force him to play again. I want to get poor Lloyd to the top. He hasn't peaked yet.
Yeah.
You've at least peaked once.
Sea healers are the most saltiest. Yeah. Because you know why? Because all you dumb fucks keep running into the stupid. Why do you think there's a big glowy thing that says, "Don't stand here, you jackass"? It's not that hard. Oh no, I'm dying. Well, buddy, you're on fire. That might be the source of your problems.
Can you tell Paul used to be a healer?
I appreciate that in Final Fantasy XIV, the healer class, one of the first things they get is a fucking leash to pull some jackass away from the stupid that they are currently doing.
Bro, I want to be able to hold hands and peek. I want to be able to hold y'all's hands while we're on the ground so y'all can't wander off and do stupid crap.
New item added, bungee leash and harness.
Oh my god, yeah, they should do that, because you can tie yourselves to each other when you actually, like, mountain climb, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that should be an item. But I actually I would like to hold your hand. Because I love you, stupid idiot.
Here, fishing rod, nah, it's a harpoon. You will get the fuck out the damn way.
Well, if you ever need people to play with. I'm always, like, the thing is I like to pick it up and play it while I'm having lunch or something, because to me it's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
And every day you get a new form of the puzzle, and I've always liked open world climbing type stuff in my games. It's one of the reasons I played Genshin as long as I did. Not no more. Never spent a cent though. But I actually like traversing stuff. I'm the person who liked Death Stranding for the fucking overworld delivery mechanics.
She liked Assassin's Creed for climb all the things.
I did, yeah. Like, I like that. It's fun. In fact, I hope they start including that in more games, because I like to do that. It's fun. I like it. I'm not weird. Y'all are weird.
Apparently that Donkey Kong game, like the...
Again, a damn Switch.
Yeah, I know, right? But the, like, traversal mechanics in it are just fucking wild.
When it works.
Yeah, the game can run like butt a lot of times, but boy howdy, like, they said player freedom with their whole fucking chest. You can, apparently, make it through the entire game without picking up any transformations.
I love how I have this reference sheet that has like full detailed images of the feet and hands. Something I would never put that much effort into, but I do not know what color their fucking tongue would be. This is like when you get commissions. I imagine, like, I haven't gotten a huge amount of furry commissions. At least none that, like, furries are actually pretty good at commissions. They're probably the best people you can get commissioned for. Because they know their shit.
Yeah.
They know what they're asking you. But, I've gotten a ton of D&D commissions. And I always joke, is like, you will get a D&D person who will tell you 5 paragraphs of backstory.
Their star sign on a Tuesday.
And then you ask them, like, what hairstyle they have. Something that is, like, the first thing you see on a character design. It's, like, the first option in a character creator. And they'll be like, oh, who cares? It's like... Also, their shoes. I complain about that all the time, but they never know what they got on their fucking feet. They know what their tops are. They may know what their pants are. They will not know what their damn shoes are.
You always tell me the first thing that you get told is tunic.
Yeah. It's like, oh, gee, yeah, thanks, I guess. I'll go. There's like 500 ways a tunic can be worn or made.
Generic shirt. Not even base boosted, shirt lowercase.
I am begging everybody, go find some character creator or like Hero Forge or something if you're gonna commission someone with your D&D character. And just do like the simplest thing, man.
Yeah, just plug it out.
Just put it in there, figure something out. It'll save me so much time.
You will probably make an artist cry of delight if you just actually show up, even with a stick figure.
Oh, I love stick figures. I have a lot of people who will give me like, here is the hair, and they like Googled haircut and like took some screenshots. Perfect. I love that.
Fantastic. Oh, can't draw feet, so just cut off the panel at the knees. Hell yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Feet are stupid.
Do you need the feet in the shot? No?
The thing is, I love legs, so I get a lot of feet in pictures. I need to show my last commission. I'll show the safe for work version, obviously. The last one I finished.
She loves legs, so spiders.
Oh my god, I love legs.
Centipede short stack.
No.
Aw, boo.
Here we go. There's a safe for work version.
That probably would have summoned Lloyd.
See, I love legs, so I got to get the feet in the fucking foreground. And this has a naked version without the shoes, so I did have to draw these fucking feet. I actually gave her paw pads. I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah.
Another character I've designed. Why am I designing everyone's characters? I should start charging for it.
Because they like how you do the job.
I don't like designing characters, like, immediately. I like to, like, sit and chill with them.
Wife, constantly doing an objectively good job with designing the characters.
Yeah.
I'm bad at this.
No, you guys are just dumb and don't realize when it's bad.
I mean, these characters are their literal persona. They're like the exemplar of themselves, and they're like, yeah, this looks right. So I think you're doing a good job.
No taste.
Hi, Xander. Congrats on having power.
Yay! That's a good thing to have, especially in the summer.
Oh, God, yeah. Places that have no AC in it.
Oh, we have a new toilet.
Yes, we do. The guy, like, we kept having the problem where, like, it wasn't like it was stopped. It was just very, very slow randomly. And it worked fine for like a couple of days, and then it would just go wonky. And I think it's pulling a vacuum in the line. But whatever. The guy came in, fixed it twice, and it was just like, fuck it. I wanted to replace this anyways. I just fucking throws the whole toilet out and gave us a brand new one.
Yeah, tomorrow when we go out, I want to get some like baking stuff and make them something to thank them for the new toilet.
Yeah.
I felt so bad we had to call them so much.
Oh,
but it
tongue is gray, they say.
Oh, okay. See?
Oh, there you go.
I did not know, but I know what your sole of your feet look like.
Yeah. Soul Eater.
You can always tell when people got a foot thing, because there's like so many wrinkles on the feet.
No, the one that gives itself away the best is the armpits one.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think feet are more obvious. Armpits, you have to know if they're into armpit. You have to know what the people who do the armpit things.
I don't know, man. Some of them are getting pretty blatant.
I think most people don't look at armpits. So
True.
I think like most people would know unless they were told.
I've started to see the hentai spiral happening with armpits, though.
Yeah.
There have started to be people adding extra wrinkles in the armpit to make them more vagina-like.
Mm-hmm.
Because the hentai spiral. So now the one person did the heat waves running off it, so that's just boring now. So now you gotta do something extra. So now you have the extra blush and things like that. Well, that's boring now, so you gotta add something else. Now there's extra wrinkles.
Extra wrinkles, sweat.
Yep. Oh yeah, sweat. Forgot that one.
Sweat. Yeah, there's an armpit fetish. In fact, the way I found out about it was because there was an actual, like, manga about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I just kind of love to read terrible fucking ecchi manga.
Yeah.
I will pick up shit and read through it. Either to understand, like, certain preferences and stuff like that, especially visually, again, armpits, in case someone wants that in a future commission, but also, like, sometimes just to laugh and get references. Because I've gotten references out of shitty hentai crap before.
You know what's funny about the armpit thing? There is actually divergent evolution of armpit fetish.
Well, there's also the people who like the Asian armpits that don't actually have a lot of smell.
No, I mean specifically, there is the hentai spiral one, like we were talking about, right? The especially on women, but the, let's call it straight armpit fetish.
There's also the hairy armpits too.
The
That was a thing
furry
beforehand.
one. Yes. The furry, usually gay armpit one is entirely different.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't make an armpit a second vagina if they like penis.
It's really more about like the smell and the hair and things like that. So it is an entirely different, like divergent evolution of the same fetish. And
That gets up there. A lot of furry porn is done for gay men. And gay men have, I don't know if it's just because I am a cis woman, but they have a real obsession with smell.
Definitely.
Actually, straight men do too, and then they'll put it on the porn characters for some reason. They'll be like, girls will be like sniffing dudes like nethers
Ball
and being
sacks,
like, oh, the manly smell. And I'm like, no. Like, if I'm laying on my husband's chest, I might like sniff him and stuff, because be like, oh, it's the smell of my husband, because that's happy smell. I am in safe place.
Yeah.
Or I like your soap stuff. But I'm not, like, getting all up and being like, oh, I'm so glad you didn't shower for 5 days while I smell your crotch. It's like, me, that's, no.
Just like a ball sack
And
on their
it's in
face.
art. You can't smell art. That's what always confused me. That and, like, the fart people.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is there fart art?
Fart art.
Fart art. It's like, you can't smell it.
Yeah.
Why are you making art of it? I could see the sounds, maybe, but even then, it's like, you can't smell or hear art. Why do we have such a big subgenre of fart art?
Oh man, so like because it's being a growing audience as well as a growing author group, there is going to be a, let's call it, romance week next week, where there's a whole lot of new books coming out. And a large portion of them are written by women. I will give you that.
Women write adult novels.
Particularly right now, what is very big is dark fantasy, and for some reason, sports themes one. All kinds of sports, particularly hockey has gotten very big, but all kinds of sports themes one. There was one that I was putting up today that is, like they're drilling down in specificity on those fetishes, and it is dark fantasy academia. So dark academia one.
Yeah.
In a magical fantasy setting.
Yeah.
And
honey, that's kind of generic.
No, I mean, like, it went from the dark fantasy to the dark, like, it is like lusting after your college professor in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Like just cramming everything together.
I hate to tell you, hun, that's done a lot.
It's new to me. It's the first one of those I've seen.
That's because you're a boy who didn't read fan fiction.
But I'm also the guy that handles all the books, and nobody else had put one of those into the romance section.
Oh yeah, I did just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case Twitch got pissy. But I don't think it was from the Omegaverse necessarily. I think it just came up because of the sub-genre of like smell fetish.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, like, that's like the smell of the Omega, and usually it's because it gets you into like the
Right.
you know, the headspace. It's sort of like a sex pollen almost, I would say, in Omegaverse stuff.
Yeah.
But Omegaverse stuff was started, as far as I know, by women.
Yeah.
It was fan fiction stuff, and it was for Angel. I forget, again, I said this last time, I forget if it was for an actual fucking werewolf.
You never know with anything related to Buffy.
Yeah, but I forget, like, the thing that it... sex pollen is like,
they don't know the old lore.
Yeah, well, it's a sub-fetish.
No, it came from Star Trek, though. It is very old lore.
Oh, sex pollen?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess, yeah.
It was originally from the original Star Trek. You know, this is back in the Spork days. Sex pollen is a very old lore.
Sex pollen is basically, it is whatever substance is making, like, two people want to fuck. It's sort of like something that starts a heat.
Yeah.
Or makes people like they would be, and he's like, oh man, we sure gotta fuck. And it depends on the level of, like, basically makes people horny high, more or less. And I've seen it done was like, oh no, I gotta resist, or they have no sense of self left. Like, it really depends.
Yeah. Pheromones plus. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
But usually if it's something like that, and it doesn't have to be pollen, though. I was in the Undertale fandom. I've literally seen, like, flowy sex pollen on characters. But it's just something outside that makes people want to fuck. There was a Close to the Lamb one where it was a mushroom that literally, like, gave off its spores.
Yeah.
And it made the lamb horny, and they had to go home and fuck their little Narender husband. But,
Crushed
it's like heats if you're having an Omegaverse thing. It's just like, I want these two to fuck. Sex pollen.
But yeah, that's
Aphrodisiac would be a good way to put it, but it's technically not. It's supposed to be some outer force is forcing them. It doesn't just make them horny.
Cordy sex. I like that.
I like that. Oh, that's funny. Oh, damn. Oh,
that's a good.
Fuck.
That's
Xander
a good one.
over here, like, making a new fandom term. But it's supposed to be something you can't resist, whereas an aphrodisiac might make you do it anyway, but usually it's something that's in the air specifically. They're not dissimilar, but it's a Venn diagram, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
It's also supposed to be, like, some level against their will. It's almost like consensual it's non-con where no one is technically forcing anyone.
Yeah.
The environment is. It's non-con without the I don't know.
Oh man, and thinking of Star Trek, I saw somebody did an art thing today, and it was there's a thing where Cisco is like standing in the station looking out the window at the stars, and somebody edited in a thing of him when he's in the baseball outfit for the one episode, and it says Cisco's across the front, and it's going, haha, yes.
I just got it.
It's like that's such a fucking, like, specific joke to make, and it's so good.
A lot of stuff came from a lot of fandom stuff came from Star Trek.
Yep.
And I was thinking, because I was watching a thing about otaku specifically. How was that one? Not Project Otaku.
It was Project. I was gonna say Project something, but yeah, it's Project something.
Let me see. I'm gonna, because I would suggest people watch that anime. It should be in my history. Hey, say I'm lonely. I got my one and only. But I know it's got the word otaku in it. I watched it yesterday. I'm gonna slow the stream down for this because it's gonna bug me otherwise. There it goes. Otaku no Video. That's it.
Yeah.
Otaku no Video is a anime done by some of the people who were part of like the first round of big otaku people.
Mm-hmm.
And it talks about how Gundam was one of the first real big drivers in otakudom. And that was also one of the first big drivers with Fujushi, too.
Yeah.
Women who did doujinshi. In fact, like, women were one of the biggest drivers. The guy who did Gundam specifically said that, like, women kept Gundam going because Gundam only got as liked as it was because its plots were more complex than other things, and the men got into it for the tech and the Gunplas, but the women got in for the characters and the drama.
Yep.
So women basically saved Gundam, because I forgot this, but like the first big Gundam, you know, with Char and stuff like that, basically was a failure, just like the first season of Star Trek. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be so fucking cool? Because there were people in America making basically doujinshi. They were making fanzines for Star Trek. If you got a Star Trek fangirl to meet up with a Gundam Fujushi and had them talk about things, because it would be around the same time. They just couldn't really interact with each other because they were across the ocean.
But they would have the same thought.
Yeah, like they could totally communicate with each other. Like if you had like an exchange student or something.
You know what'd be really funny though? They'd argue over ships.
I think the argument over ships is overblown. Especially in America, like, it depends on how old they are, because a lot of the Star Trek fans were, like, over 20 or so.
Yeah.
They were, quote-unquote, like, housewives and stuff like that. And, like, they had discovered Yaoi, which they had never known before, and of course, like...
Star Trek boldly going.
Yes! But wouldn't that be so much fun to think about? Like, two people from across the fucking planet, and around the same time, because it would have been like the 70s or 80s. I think Star Trek came out in the 70s, and then it got bigger with its reruns. So they would both be making their fan content, and what if, like, one of them took a trip or was in, like, an exchange program or went over for, like, business or something, and they met and they became friends? How cute would that be? I would watch a show about that.
They would have a shipper sense.
I know! She would see, like, her doujinshi of the two guys, like, holding each other, and she would see her fanzine of Spock and Kirk, like, holding each other, and they'd be like, it would be so cute. Oh my god.
That's true. Like especially with the not the most recent Gundam, but the previous one, Witch of Mercury, they stated specifically, "Hey, look, man, if it weren't for the women audience, Gundam wouldn't be around. We have made this Gundam in that idea." And that's why Witch of Mercury fucking slapped, and it did so well.
Yeah, women and queer people, like people, everyone in the queer community, because they tend to also be huge content creators.
Yeah, a lot of overlap in that circle.
Yeah, not just cis women, trans men, gay men, and I think one of the reason that those people tend to make, that's not a mean way to say it, those people, but I mean like everyone except like cis straight men, basically, tend to. It's the same reason that, like, non-white communities, especially in America, tend to get really into DBZ. For queer communities and women, it's a way to find empowerment in, like, to create your own empowerment in something that inspires you. Whereas, like, cis white men don't necessarily need to create that empowerment, because they're already getting it served to them. You're already getting, you know, your John Wicks and your, 007s and all this other stuff, whereas like women, queer people, people of color don't necessarily have those power fantasies. And it's the same way like women in Japan getting into yaoi. One of the things people talk about is because it lets them live through the power fantasy of being a man in a relationship.
You know, actually I was just thinking about it. You know how Seven Deadly Sins doesn't really like just flops every time you see it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's because it is that kind of thing, like DBZ, but written specifically for straight people.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure someone could dig further into that. I think it's just poorly written.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the guy is a bit of a lolicon, but...
A bit.
A bit. I've seen worse. I've enjoyed series that were worse. I like Made in Abyss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
God, I wish they would just edit all the lolicon stuff out of the anime, and the anime would be perfect.
Yeah, it would. There's a lot of stuff there.
And I don't even think, like I was watching a video essay by Explanation Point, and they said some stuff that I already agreed with, like people pointing out that Reg has a belly button and a penis is interesting, because, like, why do you need a penis if you're a robot? You're not reproducing.
Right.
That's stupid. That's weird. That means he's probably, like, made for something else.
Yeah, that could be plot relevant.
And people, like, the adults pulling this child's pants to be like, oh, this robot has a penis. Like, that's weird and lolly, but it's also like, yeah, of course, like, you do that because you don't see him as human. You're taking away his own agency.
Yeah, it's a Roomba to you.
And I don't have to see the little boy penis, because I do not want to. But then it gets, like, progressively worse from there.
But then you also have, like, the little boy that's made to wear a maid outfit all the time.
Well, no, they do that of their own volition. They're they're like kind of on. They haven't come out as trans, but they're probably trans, yeah.
Okay.
But see, it's also a fetish, so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You see, if you're not looking for it and you don't know, like, the dog whistles of it, you can just clog over it with your eyes, but it really gets bad progressively as there's a lot of naked girls.
Yeah.
A lot of naked underage girls, and I don't wanna.
That's the thing. Like, it really is an interesting world and an interesting, like, mystery of that world and wanting to see more of that, but then you see all the other stuff with it, and it's like,
It's some of, like, the best writing you've ever read and the best character design you've ever seen, and then we got a character who's constantly got her little baby nips out.
Yeah. No.
And it's not like, oh, this character has her nips out, but that's okay because, like, you know, we don't see them as people, or nudity, like in Sailor Moon, nudity is just a sign of being, like, vulnerable, usually. No, we're gonna make, like, weird comments about it and junk like that. Like, Made in Abyss has some very obvious, like, fetish baiting in it to do with, like, peeing on things.
Yeah.
And I don't mean, like, when she peed because she was in so much pain. I mean, like, wetting the bed, the toilet that licked her butthole, like that kind of shit. And it really sucks, because other than that stuff, which could very easily be just edited out if it didn't serve a purpose, would make, like, if you just took that out, if you just took, like, the old 90s editing of anime out, like, back up, and just edit that out for Americans, because we're not as viable to that. It's a cultural difference. I'm not going to argue whether or not that's a better thing than the other one, but it is a cultural difference. I think it would be, like, a nearly perfect anime. And I've been arguing that since it started, and it's worse than the manga.
It really is, like, because a lot of that stuff really doesn't serve any purpose. It's just there because of the artist's not veiled fetish.
And like I said, some of it does. Some of it, like Rinko not caring that she's topless in front of the robot boy. She, like, of course she doesn't care. She doesn't see him as a boy. She doesn't see him as a human.
Yeah.
She sees him as a robot, and she's covered with, like, her little ponytails and stuff like that. But then you got, like, later where, like, he's like carrying on his shoulder, and you get a close-up of her, like, tiny teenager boobs in the manga, and I'm like, can we not, bro? Can you just edit that out?
Yeah.
Just take it away. Can we not talk about the little boy getting a boner? Just anything but that, please.
Just one editor with some balls.
It's like two lines, or like one shot, and like you're done.
Yeah. It's like, calm down, buddy. You know this isn't adding anything.
Edit like a tank top on the poor girl.
It's so pointless.
I'm just not a fan of that, which sucks because I do, again, like, some of the best writing and world building in any manga I've seen. You can't have an anime and fucking, like, show it to people. You gotta give them, like, the anime, like, okay, prepare for it.
You gotta have the warning label at the
There are
start.
very few anime I can just pull out for non-anime people without some kind of warning label over it.
Yeah. I still remember, like...
Yeah, Dawn to Dawn is one of the best anime you'll watch, but there's a really weird, almost, like, alien probing pseudo rape scene in the first episode. I'm so sorry. It'll be over quick and she kills them, but
Yeah. Which I guess is better than Goblin Slayer.
yeah.
But also, it's not done for the, like, same reason. Like, because, you know...
And at least it's, like, to the theme. Aliens, like, kidnapping and impregnating or probing people is...
Yeah.
Like, they go over, yokai legends and, cryptid legends and stuff like that. And pretty much, as someone who's into that shit, they stay pretty close to it.
Yeah.
And that is something aliens do. But I can totally see someone being like... I'm not gonna wait for her to not get, molested and totally, like, destroy these dudes. I'm uncomfortable right now and leave, which is understandable, which sucks, because, again, it's, like, one of the best anime I've ever seen.
Yeah. The fucking, like...
Maybe keep her in her clothes, and then she could kill them. I don't even mind the episode where they're all, like, basically in their underwear in the water, because, like, no one's being sexually assaulted, and they're basically in bikinis.
Yep.
One of the characters fights in his tighty whities when he turns into, like, the evil eye.
That one's fucking funny. That every time he goes ghost mode, basically, he just explodes out of his clothes. Which, we weren't actually sure if that was what was occurring up until the latest episode, when they actually physically show him just stepping out of his clothes because he's so fast they just shred off of him.
He's basically the Flash.
It's so fucking cool.
And again, like, it's one of the best, like, teenage romances I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Like, they act like actual teenagers. It's so good. But, like, just the first episode, I gotta be like, okay, this'll take a minute. Sorry.
Trust us, it goes away. It's not as bad as you think. It's definitely not framed like... Again...
It was actually, like... I even had to, like, think back when someone mentioned to me, it's like, oh yeah, that was fucked up, because I am so immune to anime bullshit.
Right. But, like, to use Goblin Slayer again, it's not framed sexy.
The anime doesn't necessarily frame the Goblin Slayer one sexy ways, but it's basic. It has nothing else to do with the rest of the plot.
Well,
they're basically like, here's, like, we're gonna kill these guys and then rape all these women just to show how, like, scary the goblins are and why we should kill them, and then it spends the rest of the anime doing D&D stuff that has nothing to do with any of that crap.
Yeah. Well,
whereas Dawn to Dawn is specifically going into, like, cryptid stuff, alien conspiracies and all that, and getting probed and impregnated by aliens is part of the alien abduction conspiracy genre. That is actually has something to do with the subjects we are talking about.
Yeah.
Whereas Goblin Slayer is just like, it's a scary dark world, so people get assaulted.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
Always women!
But, like,
How can goblins tell what's a woman and not? Why wouldn't they also do the guys?
You would think, right?
They're not even, like, a human species. You'd think, like, they'd just be, like, wet holes to them.
Yeah. But, like, in Goblin Slayer, it is also, like, it is framed sexy. Like, the way they do the
It's
anime...
worse than the manga.
Yeah, but the way they do the anime is sexy, whereas in Dan, it is not.
Some of them are kind of sexy, unfortunately. Like, it's sexual.
Yeah.
It's kind of veering, but thankfully it's done in, like, 5 minutes.
Turbo Granny, yeah!
Her, dub voice is Rita Repulsa, and it's so great. Oh, it's an
yeah.
Again, I love the crap out of this anime. I look forward to it every time it updates. The Summer Hikaru died, I would suggest to people.
Yeah, that's real good.
Straight up, but I feel like the quote-unquote, they got the opposite. They sexualize scenes that should not be sexy because it's supposed to be symbolic of two boys experimenting sexually as teenagers, but instead of, like, actually having sex, you're sticking your hand into a dude's chest hole. Or you're being consumed by an alien force that's fucking with your brain and you're gonna come, like... There's nothing objectively visually sexy about that, but it is framed in such a way, which is the kind of shit I write and I approve.
Yeah, like...
Which I found way more comfortable than something that shouldn't be sexy framed sexy.
The Summer Hikaru died is, like... I was...
I'm gonna take this top off, I'm gonna be right back.
Woo! Like, I was pleasantly surprised by how well it's doing everything involved with it, because, like, at first I was like, oh, this seems like it could be a gay allegory and interesting, my monster boyfriend kind of thing. And then no, the show was like, no, we're doing this full-hearted. I was like, oh, okay. It's got great monster design. It's got really good horror stuff. It's just like, it's one of those where you can feel like it was given budget and time and allowed to just do the thing they wanted to do.
Fucking finally, some delicious BL.
Oh boy, yeah. We're starting to get more like objectively good BL, and it's kind of funny.
Honestly, the last really good, actually BL that I saw, there were some that were like pseudo BL.
Oh no, they thought that Summer Hikaru died is a slice of life. Oh boy.
No, it's
We
really
got news
good.
for you.
It's one of the best anime I've seen, but
Yeah.
it is slow.
Yeah.
Like, it is not an action anime. It is
it's
a slow horror.
Yeah, it's slow. Like
It's a horror, psychological horror. Also like ass into nowhere in the mountains, Japan type horror.
Yeah,
There's
it's like
some really
movies.
good horror shit in there, but it's also a monster romance.
Yeah.
It's also about a kid dealing with being LGBT in a back-ends town.
Yep. So if you're queer, like monsters, or just want a really good horror thing, which those overlap, I know, but like Hikaru
They do
Died-
for me!
Hikaru Died is really good.
It is. It's really good, and it's shot really well.
Mhm.
But you have to be okay with a slower burn anime if you're into like DBZ and stuff.
Yeah.
No. If you're into stuff like Death Parade and Death Note,
Yeah.
Death Parade is one of my favorite anime personally.
Mhm. But it's just good horror.
It's so good, and it's so well done.
Yeah.
I every time we watch it, I'm fucking gushing on all the shots
Mm-hmm.
and just the way they set things up and the angles and the coloring, and it's so good. It's so good, yo.
Like they did this one shot, which is super easy to do in actual film because you just point the camera at it. But they did it in anime, where it is a technically very difficult shot to do of just having the person walking in like the shop and you see them go from one side to the other through the mirror at the top of the kombini. Like that was just a flex to just make the world look more realistic.
There was a real nice scene where the two make a deal about something between them, having to do with like the monster stuff and all that. And it's shot with like one sitting on the bed and one on the floor, and between them is the curtains, and there's a single sliver of sky in between those curtains, and the sun is setting. So you see like the one beam of light like between the curtains that is the sun, and as their conversation goes, it's like orange to like red, and then once they reach the conclusion, the lighting is like a dark purple.
Yeah.
And that goes so good with the way they do it.
Yeah.
And every scene is so intentional. I love the crap out of it. It also does a really good job of personifying like a monster that is somewhat beyond human. It's almost eldritch.
Yeah.
It's a very subtle eldritch too. It's not like, oh, look, big tentacles, but it'll be like, I am just the shape of a human, and now my pupil is melting out of my eye. Not the whole eye, just the pupil. Like a painting almost.
Right. And it's I wouldn't even necessarily call it a monster. It is a creature that does not understand the difference between life and death.
It's very good.
It doesn't
I
even...
don't want to spoil stuff though.
Yeah.
Because it is definitely worth watching.
Oh yeah.
Not necessarily spelled. I don't think it'll ruin it for it because it's done so damn well.
It's so good.
But if you're okay with a slower paced anime, I would 100% say go watch it. That and Tako-kun's Original Sin. If you want to cry and
Yeah.
you think you will survive child abuse narratives.
Yeah, Taco P is pretty dark.
Because that thing will fucking kill you.
Ironic.
I still haven't watched the last episode. I've been trying to save it for when I intentionally want to cry. I read
Yeah.
the manga though, so I know what happens, but the anime still made me cry. And that one's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, that one is...
Yeah, if you can't handle sad things or violence to kids or trauma to children, no, don't watch it. In fact, that one's a good warning because it just does its subject matter so damn well.
It does. Like that. What was the other my lesbian experience with loneliness?
Oh yeah.
Where you were like, look, this is sad. It's gonna get sad. And then I had Dead Dove Do Not Open and read it anyways. It's like, wow, this is sad.
Yeah, we were at the bookstore, and that was on the shelf. I think it's still in print. And I was like, I read some of that. Don't read that. It will make you very sad. And I turned back, and he's got like a look on his face, and he's slowly putting it back on the shelf after a few minutes. And I was like, you read some of it, didn't you?
Yeah. I was like, wow, that was sad.
That and Goodnight Poon Poon, like those are the ones that's like, look, if you're not in the best mental health, don't force yourself through this because it will hurt.
This is the one to make you cry. This is the part where they make you cry.
I had to stop my lesbian experience with loneliness when the specific scene, I even remember it. She had finally gotten like a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist told her, it's like, yo, maybe like, she made her basically realize she wasn't crazy for all of the fucking mental issues she had, which are similar to mine. And she said like, you should take a break for a while. And she told her parents, it's like, my psychiatrist told me I need to take a break. And their parents said, weren't you already on a break?
Yeah.
And it's like,
yep.
I had to put it away because I was like, this is going to kill me. It really like shows how much of your suffering and stuff when you do have some neurospiciness is not only invisible to people, but seems like it's so hard to do things. I even noticed this when I got on my Adderall and my sensory issues were lowered. And I was like, holy crap. I was basically doing everything on hard mode on a shitty modem and was expecting myself to be able to do the same stuff everybody else was, and was like down on myself because I couldn't. No one would expect this if they knew all the crap my brain was doing at any one moment. But you can't explain that to people.
Yeah, because it's hard to like imagine, especially if you don't have neurospicy. It's hard to imagine like, what do you mean that like everything is 50% more volume for you? You know, what do you mean that you can't wear this fabric because it's wrong and you can't even explain why it's wrong? Or can't eat this food because like it makes you just curl up inside?
You're just being picky.
Yeah.
So you feel like a failure, and like that one line, I was like, no, I can't read this anymore because it's going to get worse, and I couldn't even handle that, so I'm closing this book.
Yep. Nope. Tapping out.
Nope.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Wanderer692. Wandering in on a hell of a conversation.
That does say, like, that I guess if, like, you could handle it, or even if you're dealing with someone who has those issues, it might be good to let them read it.
Yeah.
You have to be really impressed whenever something like that and, like, X-Gender and stuff comes out in Japan, because in Japan they're very quiet about mental health.
Because that's a very individualist thing to talk about. Because it's literally about you and why you can't be like everybody else.
You're supposed to be serving, you know, the local good, which in a way is good. In America, we're very individualistic. It's almost the opposite. It's like you're supposed to be self-serving. Why would you put in effort for the good of everybody else? There needs to be a balance between those two. I in no way want, like, people to think, collectivism bad or individualism bad. No, there should be some level of balance. Yeah. Humans are complex creatures that don't necessarily... You can't do 100% of anything.
Humans are a communal species, but everyone's different.
If the thing with, like, communal stuff, and even, like, capitalism, because in capitalism it's like you serve the machine, if you can't participate in the community, especially in communal stuff, because you have the mental issues that keep you from doing it, you are an objective failure.
You're a gear that doesn't turn.
It's the same why, like, that was always one thing I found really interesting about, like, gay marriage isn't legal in Japan because of their, like, constitution and stuff like that. And they had, over here, it's like, oh, that's an affront to God. Which, again, is, like, a very individualistic, you are bad for being gay, you will go to hell. Whereas in Japan, it's more like, no, that's something you do when you're a teenager. You're an adult now. You get married, you get an office job, and you make kids, and you serve the greater good. You act normal, and you know,
Yeah.
Just do all that. You'd get the office worker job, your wife takes care of the kids, so on and so forth. That's what expected of you, that's what you do, that helps everybody out. Being gay puts a big old wrench in that. So that's one of the reasons you can actually get married, you can get gay married over there if one of the person is trans and goes through transitioning surgically.
Because then they're a different gender.
Yeah. Because then it's according to them, like a male and female. There's a manga about that called The Bride Was a Boy, which goes through that. The person did actually transition surgically. Not necessarily because they wanted to. They said in there, it's like, man, this dick keeps getting in the way of my outfits. Based girl. But there's another one that's like, I adopted my husband.
Yeah.
Because you can adopt adults over there, but you can't get married. So if you want the legal protections of being married, you might have to adopt your partner. Sorry, I really enjoy this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily bad to be gay. It's sort of like how the Mormons are like same-sex attraction. You can be attracted to men, but you better fucking marry a woman and produce some damn kids.
Yeah.
You can be attracted to women, but you better marry a man and make some damn kids.
You need a beard. Oh man, there was some college kids kind of thing, right? And because of course it's move-in week here, and college gal with her parents, and let's just say very clearly the beard.
Oh.
Their boyfriend, and I'm like,
He could be bi, don't be judging bitches.
oh no, there was no bi in that. There was bi, but no. That kid made a theater kid look straight.
I don't want to be judgy about people.
I don't, but like I said, I was like, aw. Well, they'll be in college soon, and the parents will be away.
When I was younger, I was like, why do people think people are gay if they're effeminate? Wouldn't they just be gay if they like men? That was my thought process. It's like, why are everyone like that guy acts effeminate, so he must be gay? And I do think that is, what is it called? When it's backwards thinking?
Assumptions.
Regressive thinking? Yeah, regressive thought processes. But, I also was just like, even then I was like, well, if you were wondering if they're gay, just ask if they like men, or if you think that they're not dating men, so they're probably not gay. Like, why would just because they're effeminate mean that they like men? This does not compute in my head. But I was also the person who didn't necessarily realize that, like, during the Holocaust, they saw Jews as a race, and I was like, why don't they just denounce their religion and then just pick it back up later? Because I just did not fucking know. I had never considered, like, Jewish as a race. I always just thought it was a religion.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I was so confused. I was like on the nanny?
What's the one? Oh, it's like the, you didn't get the one thing in the South Park. You're like, that's a slur?
Yeah, the K word. I had never heard that. That's the thing. I grew up in a very diverse community. So, not liking someone because of something like their religion or their ethnicity or something like that. Like, I knew racism existed. But, like, I was in a naval community. We had people from, like, all around the world. I think one of our... I'm not even being hyperbolic about this. I think, rhymes with kite. Yeah. I think one of our people in one of my classes was actually technically a princess from somewhere. I forget where, but, like, somewhere. And, like, she was just there getting her, English education. But... I was never around a lot of bigoted ideals, so a lot of that stuff just flew over my head, and, I consider that better. I never thought being gay was weird. I never thought being, trans was weird. It all made sense to me.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know it either, if that helps.
Yeah. No, and, like, me, I'm obviously from the South. But
yeah, that makes it extra weird because I'm from the South and I don't know any of the racist things.
But like, one, I'm from pretty south because I am from Texas originally, and then went to Virginia, which is the capital of the fake South.
Yeah.
But also I was in marching band and liked anime and reading books, so not exactly let's say cisnormative upbringing. So it's hard to be. What I will say, it's hard to be racist and backwards about that kind of stuff if you're exposed to it all the time.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that there's so many, like, really bigoted assholes who have, like, anime avatars.
Yeah.
With how, like, gay and, like, open about stuff a lot of the animes they usually have the avatars for are.
Right?
It's kind of weird.
It always seemed weird to me. But, like, ignorance can only stick around in darkness.
Mhm.
But, like, then there's these people, like, you have all the tools in front of you and you choose to fucking eat a crayon. Like...
It's like the guys who like X-Men and are like, X-Men's
yeah.
gone woke. It's like, it's always fucking woke. It's like the people who think Rage Against the Machine is their mom.
Yeah. Deadpool's gone woke. Bruh, Deadpool? What?
It's like people who are, it's like, you can't be a bigot and punk.
Yeah.
But there are people who think you can.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not how it works. Punk is about being against the man and being disenfranchised. And the man, others people.
Yeah.
You can't like other people and be mean to people if you're punk.
That's literally against the definition
You can't be
of what you are.
You can't be against oppressed people when your stuff is all about fighting against the people who oppress people.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Another brick in the wall doesn't mean you're building the wall for ice, buddy. Like, there... Oh, man. Some of that stuff really just amazes me. Like, you have missed the entire concept of this.
I know.
Wholeheartedly.
I can never get that and stuff. Like, there are racist My Little Pony people.
Yeah. God, yeah. Or the Fallout people.
Yeah, there's like that one guy that was like, Fallout was about how America won the war. It's like, no, the whole point is everyone lost the war. That war leads to nothing but death and destruction and hurts everybody. But cool power armor, I guess. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How do you play Fallout and be like, we're good thing?
Oh man, atomic ray gun stuff. Pew pew. It's like, fucking what?
The whole story is about humanity trying to build itself out of a place destroyed by war and how helping each other actually makes things better instead of doing a war, which only leads to like raiders and other crap. That's why the fucking
area.
Yeah. That's why the fucking Brotherhood should be dying out, because they're assholes who just hold technology against people. Fuck the Brotherhood, I hate the Brotherhood.
Nuka-Cola glow pretty.
That's it, yeah. I don't know how you don't at least pick up on these things. Like, you'd think at least like the subliminal messaging part of your brain would pick it up.
God, you would expect that, right?
It forever confuses me.
Ugh.
It's like being racist in liking Undertale or something.
They're the monsters. That's why they're bad.
I don't even see how you could like play Undertale for the first time and be like, I gotta kill all the monsters. And people are like, that's what video games taught me. He's like, the game tells you not to do that specifically. And all these people are really nice to you. Why would you want to kill them? Yeah, some characters you may be like, yeah, I have to kill these characters because like you can't figure out how to get around them. Maybe. Like, I actually, to my own, like, sadness, did fight Toriel the first time, but I felt so bad I immediately reloaded the game and looked up how to not. I don't know how people just went through this whole game. It's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with killing everybody.
But if I murder people, I level up.
I don't get it.
It really was. RPG mechanics, Skinner box, go ding.
But, like, that doesn't even give you a good reward. You know what the reward is? Having these fun little guys
Nope. Level go up. Number get bigger. Ding.
What fun little guys.
It's the World of Warcraft approach to it.
That's supposed to be like the whole point. If you kill everybody, you lose all these fun little guys you could have hung out with.
But what if my RPG lets me kill all the people? That's what you do for Dragon Quest, right? Kill
No.
everyone? Not
No.
play the game?
No. I'm sorry, I never got that. I was afraid of killing monsters in the game inside the game of Deltarune.
Yeah. Because
I was like, I'm just gonna die and get out of here. I'm not doing that.
Like that.
I don't wanna. Like, this is already a video game. What if those monsters are also sentient and would be sad if I killed them?
You're in a little video game. You can kill things. I don't trust like that, Toby Fox.
This is also a video game. And if you do, it does play with that.
Yeah.
Like, the little game Chris actually comes out of the damn screen.
Looks at you disappointedly and leaves.
Well, no, it almost like he can like try to kill Susie, and Chris protects Susie. Though, if you're a person, you're probably just going over to talk to them. I would hope. Who knows? Some of these people playing video games are fucking crazy. Like, I know it's a video game, and sometimes it's fun to hee-hee-hoo-hoo destroy things, but I've tried to do a genocide route in Undertale, and it was just so sad. I was like, this isn't fun. Who's getting joy out of this? This is not fun in any way, shape, or form, and I want to leave.
Murder.
No. I didn't even realize you had to literally kill every fucking thing, too, so I just got like a shit neutral route. Because I'm not a nutcase who's going off to kill every fucking item in the game.
You got this.
I just got a sad ending.
Not even a genocide. You got failure route.
Yeah. And I hated it. It was not fun. I can't imagine doing that for the whole damn game.
Yeah. But you don't.
Unless you're like obsessed with finding secrets and stuff like that, I guess. Maybe it might be entertaining, but I just let other fuckers do that. I don't wanna.
I guess like the challenge people would want to go fight Sans, but even that.
But you didn't even know at the beginning if that would happen.
Yeah.
In fact, if anything, actually fighting people early on in Undertale makes the game easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're actually, leveling up, whereas in, the other version, you're not leveling up. You're at the same health the entire game. You never get any stronger if you're playing, like, the non-genocide route. But eventually, because of the people, who love and care about you in the game and the experiences you had, you eventually can't die.
Yeah.
It refused. Because it got back together. It refused together. That was very, very cute.
Very cute.
Because of your determination to, like, help the people you want to help. That's kind of the point. And then if you, like, beat the genocide one, you beat Sans, you just have a shittier game forever. Whee! That's fun, right?
I have defeated all of my foes. What is left?
Nothing. Now you just have a fucked up game every time you play it. Congrats.
Nope. Now objectively worse in every way. Hooray.
Maybe don't hurt people.
Then again, there are also...
But they literally asked you not to do that. These are the people who don't, like, listen to the tutorials and then complain that they can't play the game.
I can't play Cuphead because I didn't read the thing that tells me how to double jump. What do you mean? It's on the background. It's literally right there. Don't get it.
I do sometimes, like, miss something. I'm like, crap.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
But I'm dyslexic. Not my fault.
I've had a couple times where I'm just like, well, I feel stupid.
Yeah. Though I have had some games, especially since I play a lot of indie ones, like some of them are...
A little esoteric.
I'm used to jank and esoteric shit, but I have had some where I'm like, I had to look this the fuck up.
Yeah. Some of the ones where it's like, you need to find the magic pixel. It's like, why would I be looking for the magic pixel? Nothing up to this point has told me that I should be doing that kind of thing. And like, I do like the ones where playing it differently or being a bit weird about something is like a big thing for it, and that's why you have that difference. Like, okay, that's fine. I get that. But otherwise, like, I'm gonna play it the nominal way of playing the game.
I'm gonna play the game the way I want to play it, which is usually not killing things, because I like to hear characters. I remember back when Fallout 3 was new, and I was talking to a guy at work about it, and he was like, oh yeah, I went through and like killed everyone in Megaton, and now I don't have any like quests to do. It's kind of boring. I was like, it's because you killed everyone who fucking make it interesting. Like, I don't know how people play games like that. It's gotta be annoying.
Like, I have, I never really actually did finish Skyrim because, like, what plot? But, like...
I didn't realize you could actually enact the war
in
that.
Either.
There isn't really a finished in Skyrim anyway, is there? I guess if you care about the main plot?
Yeah, you gotta finish the main plot.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Dragons and stuff, but, like, who gives a fuck? I'm sitting there fucking around. And one time I did, like, you know what? I want to see if I can murder all the things. Because it was like my, 8th playthrough or something, right?
You immediately go to the Dark Brotherhood and play their quest because it's the best fucking quest in the game.
Yeah, you just fuck around and find out. But, like, otherwise, like, I'm sitting there just, like, exploring and doing stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you just went No Man's Sky.
I learned Fus Ro Dah so I can throw people off of things because it's entertaining, and then I go play the Dark Brotherhood quest.
It'd be like No Man's Sky where you just never leave the planet. Like, you are just ignoring, 90% of the game.
I already don't care about war. I did not care about the fucking Imperialists versus the fucking, racist fascist. I don't care.
My first time through, I literally didn't even know that they were a thing. I completely ignored when I'm doing my own shit.
I usually just make them stop for a bit so I can, do the dragons things with the blades if I go that far into the story at all. It's like, hey, can you two shut up for a sec? There's dragons and crap.
The world's ending here. I got other things to deal with right now.
And I'm like, more Dark Brotherhood. Vampires.
Me playing Skyrim was literally just can't catch me main plot. I can't imagine what I'd be like in Cyberpunk.
Oh, did you know the guys who did Still Wakes the Deep and Dear Esther are doing that new Vampire the Masquerade game?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I am super excited now. I love Still Wakes the Deep.
Yeah, they're like the third company that got signed on to work on that poor game.
Yeah. Well, I think they do a good job. At least, with the, character and spoopiness. Because that was one thing I loved about Still Wakes the Deep. Is, I thought they, actually made the place feel like a real place.
Mm-hmm.
Every death in there actually felt sad. You knew those people. I think everyone who dies in there, that you can find the body of is fucking named.
I think
you can go in their rooms!
My only thing that I'm keeping an eye on right now is it's a day one DLC to get some of the vampire races.
That makes, yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of that because, obviously some of the vampire types entirely change how the game plays. And
I want to be the ugly ones.
And that seems entirely because of the publisher.
Yeah, I think
because
that's
at this point, they spent a fuck ton of money on this game. It's been in development hell forever. So, that is literally just we want to make back some of our bread. And I don't like that. Because we already have enough DLC hell. So I'm not a big fan of that. But they're also getting a lot of pushback about it. So they may not even do that at launch. They may actually just go ahead and be like, no, we'll change it.
I'm sorry, with all they did, they ain't making back their bread.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, they ain't getting their nut.
No, that's the thing. They fucked around for so long and didn't rein things in. That is their own damn fault. These guys came in and finished the job, and good for them. So I'm not going to dunk on them. I missed
some color instructions on this. Oops.
So I'm not obviously going to dunk on them because it's not their fault. The fault is the publisher letting it fuck around for years. The same as with Anthem.
And honestly, the first one, though it is a cult classic, still has its own fucking problems.
Oh yeah, it's jank as fuck.
It's jank as fuck.
Nobody thinks that game is... Well, no, they think it's good. Nobody thinks that game is technically good. Mm-hmm. That's what I should say.
And the thing is, whether or not it's a cult classic or not, that's not going to bring in new people.
Correct.
Just period.
Yeah.
Just fucking period. That's going to turn people off. And be like, I can't even play this game. It's so wonky.
Yeah. It is a wonky donkey. It is not... Like, you will 100% get that stupid sound effect that plays for no reason whenever you're being stealthy or invisible. That will be stuck in your head for the rest of your life. However, there's also, the developers not veiled at all fetish for redhead goth ladies. So, like, that's a lot going on in that game.
I'm told the haunted house level is really good.
Super good,
yeah. I've never actually played it, and I'm told you gotta get a shit ton of mods even to, like, make it playable.
Yeah, because it's fucking jank as hell.
I don't know if I'd necessarily like... I might.
It's fun and interesting. It's a good character-driven RPG.
Hmm.
But it is also wank as hell, and it takes a lot of work to make it... I can't imagine trying to make it run nowadays, because it was janky back then. It's probably hella jank now.
The jankiest of jank. And I've played jank games. I love indie games, and I don't mean like, indie games that are on Steam and work perfectly relatively fine or just a little funky every once in a while. No, I play like fucking itch.io shit that barely even works. That someone did with like a bunch of assets and a meat grinder.
Yeah, 100% nowadays, people would think it was an itch.io game, because it's fucking jank as hell.
It's wild that the things that are like jank as hell now would be equivalent to some games that were like AAA back then. Or at least like mainstream. I don't think it was necessarily like mainstream like everyone knew about it. It was mainstream like it was done by a fucking company. It wasn't done by one guy on itch.io in his free time, which is what we think it'd be now.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, it was, if I'm remembering right, a modified Half-Life engine game.
That sounds right, yep.
So, like, the engine up, it was jank as hell. I'm actually gonna look at it to see what it was on, because it was jank as fuck. No, I don't want the new one, even though that's the big hotness.
Bless them for doing the thing they wanted to do.
There we go. 2004.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God, it's over 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It could fucking almost rent a car.
Technically, it's 21, so...
Yeah, it can drink. I don't know, renting a car is like that is fucking old.
Engine source. So yeah, it's a modified Half-Life.
I'm not surprised.
It is an let's see, it was released in...
Wasn't Half-Life like the new hotness back then though? So that was impressive at the time,
Well,
I
it's
imagine.
Half-Life 1. It's a source engine.
Okay, that's maybe a little more...
Like, this thing is, like... This was a heavily modified thing, but it was jank as fuck. And, like, it worked. It launched.
Sorta?
You could turn it on.
You could turn it on. I'm told like it had some really bad breaking bugs. Again, I don't know how I play it, so you gotta get like mods and junk.
Yep. And like there was a lot of stuff that just because of the fact that it was, Half-Life, they just had to drop stuff that they could not finish.
I got an idea. I hope Lloyd isn't mad about it.
Oh, Persona Q?
No, I'm gonna do like the salt thing, because he was like, I want gold coins overflowing from the hand. I'm gonna do like the salt meme with this.
Awesome, yes.
Yes.
100%.
Yes, I like Persona Q, another game. Persona Q works fine. It's a fan fiction simulator.
Well, again, it's a very esoteric game because it's Etrian Odyssey with a Persona skin.
It's really not that hard though. Like, it's like, as far as, I don't mean like difficulty level, but I mean like understanding. I had never played an Etrian Odyssey game, and I got through it just fine. I don't think it necessarily helped the gameplay, but it was still fun. Like, I liked it. I especially liked it because it was very fanficky. It felt like a fan game.
Yeah. It's just that Tree
It's like something that would be sold at like Comic-Con.
Yeah, I would agree. It gives you your shippies.
Oh, it did. At one point, you can literally ship the characters. It's great. Well, you can ship the main character with another character. And I got the one male guy from the Velvet Room who, when I first saw him in Persona Portable, I was like, oh my god.
Very specific audience for that.
Ah, he was like, when I first saw him, I was like, holy shit. It's one of the few men I've had that reaction to who were fictional.
You have that reaction to me.
I have that reaction to you right now. But I saw him and I was just like, what the fuck? And he's such a little, like, pathetic man, too. I love him.
There it is. That's why you like him.
I didn't know that when he first showed his face, man. Let me get a picture of him. Let's see if anyone else thinks so.
Wife loves pathetic fail men.
I don't need your speaking. A psycho, I go. Just me, my mind, me all alone. Theodore, there we go. I forgot him name. Bless him. Let's see if I can actually get this to be on here. There he goes. This man. I first saw him, I was like, oh my god. I'm immune to it now. Somewhat.
And then she'll see me in a suit.
This was Cinnamon Persona Q Portable. Damn picture. This definitely shows his fucking personality. Look at that man. He is bullied by all of his sisters. It's adorable. He also had a great voice, if I remember, like the English dub.
This is a man who has an extensive amount of costumes, all made by his sisters.
Yes. Specifically, yes. Because the other Persona character in there is the meanest one. Even meaner than the little twins. She's a big bully. Elizabeth, I think it was. And she bullies him specifically, since they're both from the same game. Anything they're in together, like the Persona Q and the Dancing All Nights, she's so mean to him.
Make him suffer.
I hope the short stack is short and stacky enough for Lloyd's preferences.
Remember that joke about the drawer as wide as she is tall?
That's basically what I'm trying to do.
Yep. We know, Lloyd. She looks like she'd fucking break your pelvis by sitting on your lap that's big enough. Maybe.
I'll have a good night. I love you too.
Alright, cat. I'm back from eating food.
How are you?
Yeah, had the mic on my face and everything. They can now hear me properly as I snorkel.
Lloyd said he'd be up for like the lamb and my goat, having him in a thigh sandwich. He didn't realize my goat was like tall and muscly and did not have in fact thick thighs.
Meat press.
I was thinking if I ever introduced the goat, I would have Uan tell Nari that they like found the goat, and Nari envisioning like the goat looking like in Uan's proportions.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh crap, there's two of them, but then being kind of like, oh, there's two of them. And then my goat shows up and they're like the exact opposite in proportions to Uan. They're tall as balls, they got huge tits, no hips, a six-pack and arms that will fucking break you.
Just shirtless and like kind of like dragging a corpse along the ground.
Not cute at all.
Probably fucking snort and spit blood off to the side.
Yep. Naked, and the only reason you can't see their giant horse cock is because they're covered in blood.
Nari, well, this may or may not have awakened something in me. Uh-oh.
Nari's like, never mind. I don't care now. I had a brush for coins. I don't know if I still have it.
Arrogance. Goat, but drawn like Goat Simulator.
You know what? Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be a funny Cults of the Lamb like piece of art. Did it recently have a third?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it any good? I haven't heard anyone talk about it.
I mean, it's Goat Simulator. You know what you're in for. I think it's fine. It's Goat Simulator. Nowadays,
That used to be such a big deal. Like, I remember it being incredibly popular and people streamed it and shit.
I think nowadays it's kind of just, I wouldn't say blasé, but like, it's done its thing. Like, it's there, it did what it wanted to do, and that's off you go. That's that.
I guess, like, games where you could just be silly as fuck and do a bunch of the silly things aren't as big of a draw anymore.
I guess,
now
yeah.
you can kind of do that. Every game's kind of silly now.
Mm-hmm. Anybody can do what they want.
I kind of think about it in the same way I think about, like, Yume Nikki and Omori, and how, like, Omori took stuff from off in Yume Nikki and kind of tied it into an actual plot.
Yeah.
Same with, like, Mother and, you know, Undertale, stuff like that. Not that they didn't have plots, but they weren't exactly deep plots.
Yeah. I really just like...
Mother 3 was, but...
I guess nowadays it's just boring, maybe?
People just don't get as excited about it as they used to.
I don't really think that's the right word, but like it's...
That sounds meaner than it is.
Yeah, it's just like... It's really just one of those like, that's cool, nice. And then like, we're off doing other things now. You know, it's the people talking and then somebody says something, you just give them the thumbs up kind of deal. Like, especially as far as, like, you know, we've had things like Crime Scene Cleaner and stuff like that, so, like...
You need to stream Crime Scene Cleaner. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Oh, man, somebody was talking about, you know, that, that Rick and Morty game.
Oh, the one with the talking guns?
Yeah, yeah.
That thing, every time I see shit for it, it sounds so goddamn annoying.
Yeah. But apparently, like, you know, the reason why I was thinking about it is the person was talking about, like, I would love it if the Rick and Morty game does really well now that the Rick and Morty guy is not on it.
Are they making a new... Yeah, aren't they making a new one?
They are. You know, there's been stuff for it kind of thing, and, like, they are working on it. And so people are like, man, it'd be great if this does really well now that he's no longer tied to it.
I mean, I don't watch Rick and Morty for the dialogue.
Yeah.
I liked some of the plots and how it's sort of like South Park. Like, South Park has some good episodes that delve into some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I always think of the one about photoshopping women, which is all the more, like, relevant now that we have all these filters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think of the one where they're making fun of Game of Thrones and they had Princess Kenny.
Yeah.
That was really interesting and went into a lot of stuff. But those are just like shiny pearls in like a bunch of mid to shit. And it's like, it's not worth digging for those pearls in most of these. When I have games that are just putting their pearls out on a lovely display for me.
Yeah. That's one thing that, like, you know, nowadays we have the ability to have so many more games made. Like, you can really be like, you know what? I don't fancy this. I'm gonna go get one that I actually like.
Like, it's great that there's thousands of lines of dialogue in this damn game that you can wait for them to say.
Yeah.
And there's like a bunch of haha high jokes and stuff, but like I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care. Like that was never even funny to me in the first place.
Fair.
I liked Rick and Morty when I did watch it for like the existential jokes. Like getting VR of your alternate universes and how you were affected by the choices you made and like falling into that and then realizing like your life is worse, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't because haha and Pickle Rick.
I'm the smartest man in the room, I'm Pickle Rick.
You know, I liked it because like that one time Rick tries to like kill himself and can't because he's too drunk.
Yeah.
That was really good. Him, you know, doing all the other crap he does, it's not that great. And I can find better content.
Mm-hmm. I can go and I can...
It's like when a children's cartoon goes into, like, deeper shit than you expected, but for adults. It's like, yeah, it went to some neat deep shit, but you can find that deep shit by itself. So you might as well go get that.
I'm not gonna watch Teen Titans Go for...
Oh, I forgot her glasses.
Oh, no.
Let me do this real quick. I just realized that while I was doing her glasses. That's how it go, though.
Need the checklist.
I know, right? I forget my own glasses.
You do.
Eh.
You told me about it. I thought you were just being cute in your little octopus bin.
I feel bad, and I just posted, so I can't do nothing.
It's fine. You look cute. Maybe that's why it's the useless octopus bin, because you don't got your glass. There you go. You made a meta joke. You're so smart and cool and awesome, you made a meta joke without planning it.
No, I'm stupid and I forget things.
The artist, why did you draw the diner without the exit door? Ah, shit, fuck.
Legit. Like, people are like, you got a tattoo and it's written wrong and stuff like that. But, like, there's so many things to fucking think about while you're doing art. Of course things are gonna get messed up.
Right? You're literally planning a reality.
How could you misspell cat? It's like, well, I was thinking of like 500 ways the fucking line is gonna go on the C.
I was making a temple. I didn't realize that S was backwards.
Yeah. But people get kind of mean about that. Like, I'll fuck up one word on all my comics and it's all people will say. Like, I work so hard on all these things and no one cares. They just care that something's misspelled somewhere.
I remember too, a lot of them think that you literally just type a thing and it magically makes the bubbles.
Sometimes it's because I have to like arrange stuff for bubbles and things, you're right.
Yeah. These are the people that question what a typesetter does.
Oh, I wish I had one. That would be nice. Can I get one?
Like, if you don't know why a typesetter is necessary, you don't get to make a comment on an artist making a typo.
In Japan, they have the editors do that.
Yeah. I could see that. They're the ones that have to sit there and look at it anywho. Makes a little sense. The one editor that got the thing and folded it. I still remember that.
Yeah.
That was a reference for like 5 art people.
It's a reference for all art people. We all know someone who's done something like that.
Oh man, I'm art adjacent, and I was just like, oh.
But you'll like make this amazing piece, and people be like, you forgot an A in this sentence, and they'll like mock you for it. It's like, I was doing like 500 other things. Do you even speak English? Is it your first language? I'm dyslexic and I was trying to make a whole ass comic.
Hasbro had to create an entirely new character because they had a fucking wrong color, and you motherfuckers wouldn't shut the hell up. It's been that way forever.
There's a scene in Tiny Toons where a fanboy comes to the door and he's like listing off shit that they think fanboys like say and letters they've gotten, and one was like, and you forgot the color in this one thing on frame 200 and something of episode in this one. I hope someone got fired for that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of shit people say, man.
There's a Simpsons gag that does the same thing where they say, I hope somebody got fired for that.
Fuck off.
It's like-
I made a whole moving world with, like, plot and characters and animation. You forgot to fill one thing. Hope you get fired for that.
The fucking the one anime where her ability was to be able to do art super fast. I'm surprised they didn't come unglued about the sketchiness.
Well, she's a key animator. She like, that's the thing. Those would be sent off to Korea.
Yeah. Here's the keyframes. Here's the artist bible for the character design. Here's the keyframes.
But yeah, that's what keyframes look like when you send them out. Because she had, like, the areas of shadow, and she had all the notes. You send them out to, usually, again, Korea, where people will follow the keyframes and do all the in-between work.
The numbers that she had written on there and stuff like that, that was like timing numbers and stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes, if you're working on keys, if nothing's moving, you will also not draw the rest of it.
Yeah.
And you'll just put stuff on that to tell them, like, this part is moving here, like, zoom in on this. There's a lot of notes. I don't know all of the, like...
Because you probably
I don't know all the info about it, because I'm not, one, an animator, and two, that's not really my realm of interest. But yeah, they basically leave a shit ton of notes on there.
Yeah.
Which gets sent off to Korea, where someone working with the Korean staff will make that into an actual thing using those notes. That's why when an anime, like, looks really good or they've done a good job, usually it's because of, one, the boarders, the people who board the thing. That's very essential. But since we're talking about the actual animations, because the person who did the keyframe either put in more keyframes or gave more information about their keyframes.
Had a lot of good notes.
Yeah. Because you're basically coming up with all the info for a commission and then telling people, do this to this exact. And if you send out little to no keyframes, like, people are gonna make wobbly mistakes, it's not gonna look as good, it's probably not gonna be as on model because you didn't do the keyframes. They're basically giving you the sketch, almost line work level sketch, and you're cleaning it up and making it presentable. You're putting the, like, vector over it. And if the actual stuff you're sending is not that good, or you're not sending a ton of keyframes, it's not gonna look good. That's how it works.
I imagine too that's like, you know how they talk about like the boarding and the direction on that kind of stuff. If you don't have good direction, you're not going to have good other stuff too.
Yeah.
Right?
Boarding is essential for, like, making the anime just tell itself well. You know, when I talk about, like, the scenes and stuff that have really interesting takes, or they express themselves really well, or there's great scenes in it. Yeah, the good framing. That's boarding.
Okay.
And you saw it while she was working on it in that anime. She had the, like, sheet that was like this with the
squares.
Yeah, and then you do the sketch here, and then you do the writing here. That's usually, like, the dialogue or any notes or something.
Okay.
That's basically the sketches for the keyframes, which are sketches for the, you know, people to work on. Usually they'll send back the line work. Maybe they'll do coloring over there. Maybe they'll do coloring in-house. Really depends. Every animation group is different.
Right.
Kyoto Animation, the one who was big on the Moe boom, they did, for one, they did Fly, which was a big, like, sad game. Or Air, whichever one that fucking was. One of those two. But they also did, like, I believe, like, Lucky Star and, K-On!
Okay.
Like, that gives you the idea that that was started by a woman who worked in the animation industry by doing cleanup work, doing not keyframes, like all the in-between stuff. She was an in-betweener, as they would call it back then. And so when her kids were, like, old enough to she didn't need to be there all the time. She got a bunch of other local housewives, and they started a group in Kyoto for Kyoto Animation, and they started just doing in-betweens and coloring and all that stuff. Yeah, because it's something you got to do, and it's a very tedious task.
Yeah.
So she would help them train them, and they eventually did so damn well, they got their own fucking studio and made their own content, which is pretty cool.
Living the dream. That is really cool. That, like, honestly, like you say it's tedious, and it is, but like some of that kind of tedious.
It still takes
nice.
skill,
yeah.
But it is very tedious. Like most people, when an anime is good, they think of the key animators. They don't think of the in-betweens or anything.
Yeah.
I was about to say something, but I lost it.
The only time that people like to think about the in-betweens is when they pull funny smears.
Yeah. But those are important, though.
Yeah.
Like, usually if there's a good smears, it's because there's a good... they sent a bunch of keyframes.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you can say this, oh, look, the smears look funny in Attack on Titan, but when you watch that scene in motion, it looks really good. And it's because of those funny smears. Like, yeah, they'd have all the horse work and all the lines going everywhere in the motion. Well, guess what? That's your in-betweens. I think, like, that's something that is not as noticed because, like, nowadays with, like, video games, your FPS, a lot of it is being handled just in engine and stuff like that, so you don't think about how it goes from shape to shape. But then, like, when you see, like, Digital Circus, where the animators post how we made the 3D thing look that way.
And you think about, I think about personally the Lego movie, where they actually make smears with Lego pieces. And I thought that was super cool.
It was. Well, like, that's such a, like, cool use of that tech. I mean, like, the Lego people also made their Lego engine to generate the blocks and stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah, everything in the Lego movie could actually be built.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny is I watched this one YouTuber, and he does a lot of video games and stuff like that, but he does a lot of sketches and stuff. And one of the things he was talking about, because of the way he does his sketches and things like that, he has a mocap suit. And he uses the mocap suit because you can then put it onto the Source Engine, TF2 kind of thing, and put it in Source Filmmaker and be able to use models and things like that, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, look, I can do a lot of this stuff. And I could 100% with my mocap suit pretend to get shot and flung myself across the room. Or I can not get myself having migraines all the time, and I can use this. And he named off this engine. He's like, you know when you've seen this and this type of thing, or this type of thing, or this type of thing? Well, guess what? It's almost entirely been this one engine that's abandoned and has been around for like 10 years.
Sounds right.
It was a thing in special effects. And like up until here recently, when another group of people were like, that thing's really good, we want to make a modern version of it since everybody is using it anyways. But it's like, it can, simulate being on ice. It can do all this other stuff because it's all baked into it. So it's like one of those behind the scene things that nobody talks about, but if it didn't exist, half of what you see wouldn't work.
You cannot force animators or artists to use a new fucking piece of tech, I swear. They will use the same piece of tech forever.
Because it worked.
Yeah, because it works. They know how to use it.
It's literally what it is. It worked. It worked good. Nobody made anything else. Because everybody else was already using it. Why would you make a new thing? And then, like, the company went away. Like, it's not just abandoned. It is ghost.
Yeah, that happens.
So then, like, somebody was like, well, that's getting pretty old and it's getting harder to use now. And we really like it. You got your pencil sharpened down to the nub, so you just put, like, an extender on the back end.
Yeah, it's not the pencil I like.
Look, they don't do the lead the same way.
Like, there's a joke in Lucky Star where she's like, I forgot my favorite, pencil, my favorite mechanical pencil at home. And she's like, you can borrow mine. She's like, no, it's just not the same when I go over it with the G-Pen. And they're like, what?
Or the erasers. I remember the erasers.
Oh my god. Okay, when I was an art magnet at high school, I was in like this advanced art thing for like 4 years. It was a lot of fun actually. We like learned how to make portfolios and stuff like that. I sucked at art history. But once I loaned an eraser to a guy because he needed it for something. And he gave it back. I had specifically fucking erased with this eraser so that it was like had certain points.
Right.
Like it came square, and I had like a flat point. I had more pointy points, you know, because sometimes you need to get into little tight places.
Yeah, and you need different ways to use it.
Yeah, he gave it back to me like this is what it looked like. Like maybe I had it like cut so I could get like a corner somewhere or something like that. He gave it back to me like this. He just gone around and used it. Like even like I got it when I gave it to him. It was, you know, a rectangle. When I got it back, even the sides were smoothed. And I was like, I didn't even know how to respond. I should have gotten mad. But I was like, you got rid of all the points. And he was like, he just laughed and like left. And I was fucking devastated.
What the heresy is this?
It's like, no, bro, I had worked that fucking eraser to, like, you're in the art class. You should know this.
You found the fucking, like, poetry major in the art magnet.
Oh my god.
What the shit, dude? I thought you were gonna say that he was one of those people that like jabs their pencil into it and like.
I mean, I wouldn't even care if he did that, but it's the fact that like it was very obviously used to have certain points.
Yeah.
And he just made it round as fuck. It's like, well, great, okay.
Thanks, it's useless now, you fuck.
It wasn't useless, but I had to like, it wasn't as useful. Like I had, because I did comics and stuff. Like,
right.
Sometimes I only wanted to erase a very small area.
Yeah, you wanted it at a point so you could get it precisely.
Gummy erasers, though you can make them any size, aren't as like they're. I had built hands. It's a little hard to get them into like certain places. So I had specifically done this eraser the way I wanted, and he just. I should have got mad.
Yeah. Kurt, you would have. You would have beaten him with the eraser.
I don't know.
You would. You would have.
I'm not a mad person.
You would have gotten mad or cried.
I might have cried.
I would have thrown the eraser.
I don't do traditional work anymore except for projects.
Yeah.
Which sometime I need to get our heads for that painting thing I want to do.
Hey, get it.
Shut up, Paul.
Hey. Gerblin.
I hope people can tell this is a salt meme.
I'm sure they will. You got little sprinkle fingers and a little trickle of coins coming down from it.
Yeah.
And the slutty waist.
Yeah. Lloyd called me a slut on the stream. I should hurt him. You heard me. I went like, oh! How dare. Only my husband calls me that.
Shave his mustache.
And my husband doesn't even call me that.
Mods, revoke his mustache.
I don't think you can get a mustache as a costume.
You should send him a picture and just say Anti-Lloyd. Single color, no mustache.
Huge tits.
Huge tits.
Girl Lloyd should still have mustache.
I mean, yeah, that's objectively funnier. You gotta.
Do greaves go all the way around on your arms? Or are they just like a metal thing on top?
I think it's just a plate.
That's what I thought. It could be both. I'll just
look
do
it
it,
up.
because then I don't gotta draw as much. I think there's probably variations.
Because I usually think of greaves is like the...
Well, guess what? I don't want to draw that much, so you're getting it all the way around there.
Yeah, I think of it as like the plate with the straps to hold it together. Oh, greaves are the leg parts. And yeah, they are the plates with the straps in the back.
Okay, so I gotta put it on the legs then, too.
Yeah.
Axe Force, she is in leather armor with metal greaves. Is that just because the picture has, like...
Here, I got you.
No, the picture has, like, it on the arms.
Yeah, that would also be. Those are.
Okay, so be both?
Yeah.
Okay, so boots.
Yeah.
I got it. I'll just draw what I want.
Thigh highs. But metal.
I get to do my own shit in here, and if he doesn't like it, oh well.
Metal thigh highs.
This is not a commission, so I get to choose.
You could sneakily hide garter belts on them.
I mean, sure.
Because it's fun. Sexy legs have garter belts.
I believe he's the last 20? Yeah.
So.
So then we'll go to the 10s.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because there were some late 20s.
It was him.
Yeah.
It was him!
Call him out by shaving his mustache. Or what's the other thing we do? Cork the horns? That seems to be a thing that we do to
Cork the
everybody.
mustache.
I always like that in cartoons when somebody has like the mustache and either like something happens or they see like a sexy lady and the ends of the mustache like puffball.
I like it when they roll out.
Yeah. Put a little curl and it just curls back up. Fucking Yosemite Sam ass looking mustache. That's what you should do. You should Yosemite Sam him.
Shut up, phone. I'm drawing.
Good drink. Beep boom, beep beep boom. Went to Meow Wolf in Dallas. Wild. I have no idea what that is.
You lived in Texas.
Yes, but I wasn't a furry, dear. I have no idea about furry cons
You're a
in Texas.
furry.
Rude.
More a furry than I am. Your fucking avatar is a furry.
It is a Muppet.
That's a furry.
No.
Yes. Is Miss Piggy not a furry?
No. Miss Piggy's a Muppet. And a very nice woman.
No, she's kind of domestically abusive.
Yes, we say she's a nice woman because she'll fucking knock your block off.
I'll just copy that because I ain't drawn that twice.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh, so I got P.
I don't think of Gonzo as a furry.
Yes.
Really?
I think of all of them as furries. They're animals.
Rude. They're not furries, they're Muppets.
I've just figured that puppets are a subset of furries.
No.
Like, anything Muppet related. It's on E621.
They're silly little guys. They're not furries.
They're animals who are anthropomorphic. They're furry.
No.
It's a furry.
It's a Muppet. It's different.
Put a poll in the chat or some shit.
I will. How do I do that?
They're furries.
Rude. Pull up the thing. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, there's a new song on my Miku game.
Oh, nice. Where's my poll button?
Entertain them.
Where's my poll button? I got a button for that. There it is. Poll button. Are Muppets a furry? There. I'm doing the poll and I'm gonna do it for 5 minutes. There. Boo. There. There you go. Y'all can decide. Are Muppets furries? You decide. Y'all can understand. No. Not furry. Muppet. I'm a puppet. It's different. It's an eldritch abomination. They're silly little guys that make you think they're people, but they're not. Sometimes they're not even actually puppets, they're animatronics. That's a whole different thing. It could be... No. Bugs Bunny's a trickster god and you know it. It's a whole different genre though. It's a whole different subset. No, Beaker is awesome. Beaker is a silly little guy. Still a Muppet. Oh, so now you're gonna say the little rat guy is a furry?
Yes. You just said the little rat guy.
Yes, because he is a little rat guy. I couldn't remember what his name was.
Okay, I'll solve this. First, what is a furry to you?
Creature.
I'm not gonna argue with this. I'm not gonna logic you into something that you weren't logicked into in the first place.
I don't logic myself into anything. I'm not gonna start now.
But my opinion of furry is something that is based off an animal and is anthropomorphic, like a human. So if it is animal based and it's
Monsters are a furry.
anthropomorphic, it's a furry. So werewolves can be furries, but like Clippy, if he's anthropomorphized, is not a furry because he's not animal based. That sort of
Xenomorph.
shit. Xenomorph isn't animal based, it's an alien.
Yes, but it's an alien animal.
It'd have to be based off a specific animal, in my opinion. At
Really?
least that's where I would draw the line. You could argue, though. I would
Yeah.
argue if it's not based off an animal, it's probably more in the monster field.
But it is based. It's based off of an alien animal, and also aliens mutate based off of what they used as a host. So there's like the crab alien or the
I'm gonna
bull
keep it
alien.
to Earth animals.
Yeah, a bull
Because
alien.
if it's not an Earth animal, it's an alien.
The bull.
Which usually is,
Why are aliens not animals?
they're not on Earth.
And it's still an animal.
It depends on what you qualify as an animal, really.
A creature that is different from the sentient life form at that planet.
They're not sentient?
Xenomorphs? They are eventually.
There you go, they are based on. So if you want to argue that they are furries, I would say no. For one, I don't think they're anthropomorphized enough. I don't think they're, like, my opinion, furries have to be, they would call, like, probably call the xenomorph who was a furry feral, which I do not like that term.
They have 2 arms and 2 legs. Behold a man.
No. I personally would not put that on there, but I could see someone doing that.
Especially like the queens
But it's not,
and the
that's not what I
praetorians.
would personally consider a furry.
A lot of them are a lot more bipedal than others, so.
But, like, I would consider Bugs Bunny a furry. I would consider Daffy Duck a furry, which means I would probably consider Kermit the Frog a furry. I consider Sonic the Hedgehog a furry. I would not consider, like, Beaker a furry, because he's not animal-based. He's whatever the fuck he's based.
He's a Muppet.
He's relatively human-based.
But what about...
Same with, like, his little green boyfriend.
I was
Like,
gonna say, what about Bunsen? Bunsen's not
That's
human.
Bunsen. They're more, I would say, like, monsters. Like, I wouldn't necessarily
has no
consider
eyes.
Elmo a furry, because he's not really based on any animal, and he is, in the lore, a monster. Just like Cookie Monster and stuff like that. So I would not consider Cookie Monster a furry, despite the fact that he is fuzzy.
And there's the Grouch. He's a different species. He's a creature.
Like, the Count is not a furry. Though are vampires furries? I guess it depends
Yes.
on how batly they are, doesn't it?
I declare them furries entirely because it'll be upsetting to them. Werewolves, not furry. Monster.
I think werewolves are on the line. They're in the Venn diagram and they're right in the dance center.
I just like to be that way because it's upsetting. Vampires, furries, werewolves, not a
Those
furry.
vampires from Vampire the Masquerade that live in the sewers, those are furries.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, 100% the Nosferatu. Nosferatus are furry.
Nosferatu's a furry.
There actually was later on one of the vampire types is just a werewolf.
Okay.
It's just a werewolf. And
If you want to get really specific, you could argue humans are like ape furries.
yeah, we are. What was
But we're
that?
not arguing that.
What was that the other day? The chimpanzee?
Yeah,
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot, y'all.
I know you like that.
That's just funny to me. I'm wife chimpanzee.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just kind of want to just be like vampires, furry, done.
But on my argument, something that is anthropomorphized, but the thing that they're anthropomorphized from is an animal, I would consider that a furry. That is what I go by anyway. If it's not based off an animal, it usually ventures into like the robot, the alien, the monster, that sort of things.
Counter argument, I have Hawaiian shirts.
That's not a counter argument.
It works for Gonzo.
Gonzo could be on the fucking, like, since if you could argue if he's not necessarily based on any actual fucking animal, he might be on the monster side.
Yeah.
Like Cookie Monster.
See, there you go.
So Gonzo might not be a furry, but Kermit, yeah.
So I'm not a furry.
You're a furry! You're a Muppet! You're based off a fox!
I have Hawaiian shirts, though!
Why do you not want to be a furry? What do you got against furries, Paul?
Because I'm not a furry.
You're
I'm
a furry.
Muppet.
You're a furry.
No, it's different.
You're a hot man furry. Get over it.
Oh, I'm based...
Someone could argue I'm a fucking furry if they wanted. Like,
yes.
Because octopus.
It's your squid sauna.
I consider the kids from Splatoon furries, technically.
Well, they're specifically, like, because they're, like, human derivative, because humans went away. So they're, like, they're descended of squids, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, like, they would be furry by definition.
Yes. But then we get into, like, the argument of, like, scalies and shit, and I ain't fucking arguing.
Technically, your character in Skyrim is a scaly.
I think dragons are right on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
It depends if you consider them, like, based off an animal or not. But they're wiggly room, but Muppets, no. Those are furries. At least the ones that are, like, animals. Fozzie, furry.
He's a bear.
Yeah! Kermit's a fucking frog ball! His name is Kermit D. Frog.
He has cousins who are also frogs.
Yes. Because they're furries. This is a stupid argument. This is like when we argue whether vampires are cannibals. Which I still argue, if it doesn't, like, change them into a different species, they are cannibals.
Yeah.
If it's turned you, a human, into a vampire, and it's not like a subspecies of a different species entirely, it is cannibalism, in my opinion.
It depends. That's the definition. Like, is it a different species or not? Can you go from one to the other?
Exactly. Can they make babies? But I'm pretty sure, like, depending on how it's made, some vampires you could probably DNA test them. They probably still come out as human.
Yeah, because, like, it depends on the lore, but then you got, like the
Sometimes
Blade.
just magic bullcrap.
Yeah, sometimes the magic ball tribe. You got, like, the 30 Days a Night, where they are, like, a different species. You've got, like, Blade, where you can just be turned into a vampire, but then you start having, like, the vampire derivatives, which are different. But then you got, like, remember that one, the one where, like, everything was blue, like, all of it was fucking blue. And it was, like, everybody had become vampires, and they were, like, running out of blood and things like that.
Daystalker or something like that.
Something like that.
That was a really good one. That was the best vampire movie.
That one, it was just a virus.
Yeah.
So everybody there was all cannibals.
I've
Priest?
I've seen enough of Priest, unfortunately.
Yeah. Wait, is that the movie, or is that the one that was the comic where the one guy in there was a vampire?
You're a vampire. I'm a vampire. Daybreaker, thank you.
Yeah, that's the one.
Daybreaker was so good. I love the way that movie looked.
Yep. Everybody there, cannibals. All of them cannibals.
I think it was supposed to be symbolic for how capitalism turns you into a fucking cannibal.
Yeah, you consume. That's your only thing, is consume.
Well, also, you take advantage of people who are lesser than you.
Yep. Because the rich people...
And it will eventually kill you because you cannot keep up with the consumption that you are required to do.
There is no infinite resource that you can consume.
If that world, instead of blood, was like everyone had diabetes and they were just like running out of...
Farming people for insulin.
Yeah, like it would work the same way.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. It was a good movie.
Oh, I love that movie. It was really creative and I loved how it was shot. It was just really good.
Like Equilibrium as well.
I think that whole fight scene in fucking Digital Circus was based off Equilibrium.
Yeah,
That one
it was.
really cool fight scene in Equilibrium. Equilibrium was one of the few action movies I really enjoyed because so many action movies are so boring to me.
Yeah, Equilibrium with the gun kata, because that literally was the kick the door in and do the optimal motions to be able to hit the most likely. That's why I liked it at the end. It was like, this is my special technique. And he fucking fired all the bullets off. The only thing he hit was himself. That was good shit. Oh, man. Everybody should go watch Equilibrium. Honestly, that's a good movie. It's just a fun watch.
Plus, I like the sci-fi element,
Yeah.
like emotions and junk. It was very 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as everybody, everybody has to clamp down. That's why we get rid of books, because they can make you feel things.
Fahrenheit 451 in 1984, and this is a New World. Those always kind of like merge together somewhat in my brain,
Yeah.
and I forget what aspects are from which.
But I liked it a lot. That was really good stuff. And like, it really does play with that whole like, cool gunfights, like the arrow going over the head kind of thing. Because like everybody will go see it because cool
Feeling
gunfights.
like cool gunfights is what the guy says, then flying right ahead. Feeling things is actually good for you. Being emotionless is not strength.
Men should feel their feelings, otherwise we get like this. But also cool gunfights. Yeah. Gun kata. Such a fucking like. On its surface, that is such a guy movie. Because it's all the like kung fu action, blah blah, gun go bang. Like, and then for like more than 30 seconds of thought, you're like, oh. Because it has literally everything else.
It's got a good sci-fi hook to it. I've always, it's again like those ones where like Fahrenheit 451 and all that stuff, where it's like, people try to correct humanity by taking something. Yeah.
Yeah.
People try to change the problems of humanity by taking away what makes us human.
And how it inherently fails.
And how it's impossible.
Oh.
I should rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a long time.
So, they're making new Starship Troopers stuff.
No. I don't wanna.
Well-
people didn't even get the first one. I don't want any more.
So, there's going to be a new animated one. And it's actually going to be about the book that the guy did called Citizen of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I
That
watched a Lost in adaptation about that.
Well, they haven't done anything for Citizen of the Galaxy. So this is going to be the first for that. Also, the results is nobody voted on the poll. Everybody just talks in chat. Boo.
They agree that Muppets are furries.
But yeah, so they're actually going to do new stuff with it.
People couldn't even handle the old stuff.
Yeah. But remember I told you about like there was the one animated show that was really good that I liked? The person who did that is actually coming back to do the new thing.
Oh, good for him.
And it's going to be an animated thing. So that'll be really cool.
Look, media literacy. I don't even think media literacy is falling. I think just more people can put out an opinion, and then we just realize how few people actually get crap.
Yeah. The people who don't have media literacy can be amplified way more than they ever should.
And I think there's just so much content these days. You don't even have time to be literate about the things you do have. That's why I don't like the fact that there's so much content.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need 40 animes this season, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't even know how many stuff we are just not watching this season because, like, we got like 4 really nice ones. Fuck it, that's all we need.
I can't even keep up with the ones I like.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? K-pop Demon Hunters. Apparently, a lot of places are actually doing like little sing-along showings of it at movie
That's
theaters.
cute. How is it just a movie or is it a whole series?
It's a movie.
Oh, well, maybe if they show it, because I don't got Netflix.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna.
No. But yeah, apparently some places have done like sing-along showings of it. That's hilarious.
Y'all lucky I even got Prime, man.
It's because of the deliveries.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey. I'm gonna go to the restroom. But first I'm gonna smooch my wife.
Nah.
I love you too, idiot.
I'm your favorite.
You're my favorite idiot.
I'm your special little guy.
You're my special little idiot. I've been playing Fear the Spotlight finally lately. I would have probably played it faster had I known there was lesbians. I should check the woke game list. Need fucking spoilers for lesbians so I know to play the game. Lesbians. This fucking character looking like a damn Bratz doll. Damn it, Lloyd, why are your colors always so damn dark? Should I have her just with exposed legs or just dark green leggings?
I mean, it's sexier if the thighs are exposed. Like you have the layer, like the leather underlayer for the boots part of it, like below the knee. But like, it's nicer if you have that like gap where you see the thighs.
Thighs. Because I already got garters.
I'm gonna go with that. Sexy thighs.
Just have to give her something for her coochie.
Oh no! She needs a coochie cover.
I should do.
You don't want that thing out and loose. You're out in a dungeon. Who knows what could be in there?
Yeah, she got a little coochie cover.
Dungeons are gross, man. You don't want that stuff getting to your coochie. Speaking of coochie, I can hear the scream bugs outside.
I know, right?
Wasn't even all that hot. It was actually pretty cool today.
Yeah, they're trying to get in their last screams before they die.
Gotta scream to get to the second step before you die. It was actually quite pleasant out earlier today.
I hope it's okay tomorrow, because we go out tomorrow.
Should be. It seems like we got like a cooler weather for a little bit. Nice, we're gonna get into the fall. Soon all the Halloween stuff will be out everywhere.
It already is. Y'all are just slow.
Well, this is a school area. But they are starting to put the Halloween stuff out next week.
I already got some in the front.
Yeah. There'll be more. They're gonna convert the back to school area to Halloweeny next week.
I would hope so.
So we'll get to start seeing all the cool stuff, why?
I've already looked at most of it online.
I just like Halloween. It's the best time of year.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Doodle-oo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
You know, thinking of that. So, Tim Burton must have merchandised the fuck out of Nightmare.
Yeah.
Or has no rights and the company is just merching the fuck out of it.
Oh no, he was the producer. He's rights over it.
Okay, so he's merching the fuck out of it. Because, like, we have 2 different children's board books for Nightmare that I just put out today. So, like, there is just mountains of stuff. Never mind, like, there's Nightmare Before Christmas manga, like Amera manga. Like,
Yeah,
there's
they got a
coloring
bunch of
books.
Disney manga.
Like, there is so much.
It sells.
It does. I guess. It's must be because they're still putting it out.
Yeah.
Then again,
It's basic bitch goth.
yeah. Why don't they put out Kingdom Hearts stuff?
Because no one will know which one it is.
Oh, it's because no one has the rights.
That's true.
Now that is a rights hellhole because it's Disney and Sony and some of the stuff they don't agree on having the rights shared anymore, but some they still do, and this is a whole thing. Like Winnie the Pooh's in there, man.
Yeah, but it's red shirt Winnie the Pooh,
Mm-hmm.
so it's fine.
Like,
Though, if you go to China, in some of the games, he's actually just whited out.
oh, that's sad. That's stupid.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take this really cool horror game off the store because it's got Winnie the Pooh vaguely in the background. Oh no.
There is a Piglet game that's apparently like has the same sound stuff as like Silent Hill. And it's apparently really spoopy and incredibly hard.
It's a hard life.
There were a lot of video things about it a while back
Oh, cool.
because it got big in the community.
I bet. Some of those games, like 100%, I can see like they get big because like the horror people get a hold of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like fair. They still get to be seen.
If it was
That's the
actually
important
fun to play, people would have probably
part. Yeah.
enjoyed it more, but apparently it kind of sucked
That's
gameplay
like-
wise. It's also like a turn-based RPG type.
That's, some of those ones where like, oh, it's a cult classic kind of thing. It's like, I could see why it stayed cult.
Yeah. As someone who likes quite a few cult classics, yeah.
Yeah, I watch the horror guys that do the speed runs, and like some of those games I'm like, yeah, I could see this would have been really cool if it wasn't like as esoteric as the fucking Poffins.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was a wild video.
That really was. What was the name of that guy? Like
I forget.
There was she watched this video of a guy explaining the mechanics behind the Poffins in Pokemon.
It was like a 2-hour video.
And
It's so esoteric and stupid.
It's like, why though? You put more work and effort into the logic and bullshit behind these Poffins than the rest of the game. This is the most complicated thing in the entire game. It's for these fucking candies. Why?
Raisins. Ha!
That legit is like some programmer's fetish. Like,
It's like the EVs and IVs and how like those were hidden.
it's
It's like, why are you doing all this shit, Pokemon?
Difficulty for difficulty's sake,
It,
kind
like,
of thing.
no one even knew about it, though.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares?
Not really, like, there is, you know, challenge and difficulty, and one is just there.
And some is bullshit.
Yeah. One is just there to be hard. It doesn't actually add anything. It's like, who is this for? No one wanted this.
It's not difficulty if you don't tell people how it fucking works.
Yeah. And
That's
you,
just bullshit.
and sometimes even if it does work, if it's like, you know, oh god, there's been times in games where it's like, yeah, there's like a 1 in 1,000 chance that this will happen kind of deal. Like, just to sit there and fuck with people. Like, that's the whole purpose.
The one time that was good was in this one game. This magical book enemy will open, and usually it shows like a fairy tale thing, but like 1 in every like really high chance it's a naked lady.
That's funny.
It was pixel art. It's pixel art, so you couldn't really
Yeah.
see much, but it was like, oh, naked lady.
Niggy. Oh no, she's Nikki.
Hooray!
Me and my wife.
Word. Yeah.
I do hooray.
Oh my god, you guys. Sometimes, I'll say usually, I'll stay up to draw and he's gotta go and work in the morning, so he'll go to sleep first. And when I come in to go to sleep, I have to walk around his side of the bed. And this man, even if he's in a dead sleep, will fucking slap my booty. I swear, once he did it, and I was like, hey! And then he sat up and was like, what? Like, he wasn't even awake for it. It was just automatic.
Autonomous booty touch.
He's like, I gotta touch the booty. I have to be awake to touch the booty. If I don't, I'm dead.
It's built in. Genetic imperative. See wife, touch wife.
Yeah.
Wife hot. Hot wife.
Just dead ass sleep. Still reaches up to touch booty.
That's a nice butt. Chat, she's got a very nice butt.
He
Y'all
just
can't
likes
see
butts.
it. I do like butts.
Mine
but
isn't all that nice.
It is that nice.
It's just a butt, so he likes it.
No, it's the best butt because it's on my wife. Ergo, best. Don't make the rules. Just how it is, chat. Scientifically proven.
Doesn't that mean their wife would have the best booty?
Yes. This is empirical truth. The booty is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, good joke.
No, you didn't, but...
Yeah, you laughed. That's all
funny.
that's all it needs for my qualifications. You laughed. Did wife laugh? Yes. Joke funny. Success. I'm making a note here. You would suck.
Shut up and play your skull game.
I am.
I was wondering if it was that or Potato.
No.
Paul just plays the same games over and over again.
Yeah, because they're the roguelikes and the little run takes like 20-30 minutes and I'm happy.
Meanwhile, I play over 100 games on Steam a year.
Dopamine machine go brrr.
Doesn't mean they're of good quality. I do like to play a lot of smaller games though.
You do. You have your like 1 hour indie experience and then you're done.
Yeah. But it also means games that are longer, I'll sometimes just try to sit and power through, because I'm just used to having smaller games in general.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes not a good idea.
Pressure Wash Simulator.
Yeah, I did finish it though.
Yeah.
I didn't really care enough to get any of the DLC or the extra stuff, or doing anything else. I was like, oh, that was cute. I'm done. Bye.
I did wonder if you had access, because I do have some of the DLC.
I don't care.
You'd be able to play the Tomb Raider levels or the Final Fantasy levels.
I'm good. None of them really appeal to me. Like, I've never really played Tomb Raider or Final Fantasy, so
Yeah.
I don't really care.
I had the SpongeBob one as well.
I don't really care either.
But
The Scooby-Doo one, maybe,
oh, there's a Scooby-Doo one.
but
I honestly
that's just because I like horror.
I honestly stopped getting them. But there was like a Warhammer 40k one, and
Yeah, again, something I don't play.
I honestly stopped after a little while.
Give me crime scene cleaner and I'm good.
I stopped after the SpongeBob one.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBobby boy, that one was fun because that one was the Aquaman one.
Mermaid Man?
Mermaid Man, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, it was Mermaid Man's secret hideout. That was fun. You had to clean out the invisible boat, which was covered in stuff.
Apparently they're putting out a new one.
Crime scene? I mean, yeah, Power Wash?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just like Crime Scene Cleaner. I think it's more interesting. But the fact that it is more story based means it's got like you play through it once.
Yeah.
So then they added the
Nightmare.
Nightmares, which are really good. I was not expecting them to be that good.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, they like did a bunch of crap.
You're just expecting a coat of paint.
I did, yeah. Maybe like a time trial thing. Maybe like, oh, it's spoopy. I wasn't expecting like, hey, here's a whole new plot, and they're gonna completely change how some levels work. And I was just, what the fuck? I was impressed. Like, they didn't need to do all that. I see why it took so long.
Yeah. Put a lot of effort in.
I always appreciate effort.
Sometimes it's really funny though, because like sometimes nobody asks the indie people to put in as much work as they do.
But that's why it's so good though.
Yeah.
Because like they care about what they're making.
Mm.
That's why it gets, you know, so much extra content and stuff. And I don't even necessarily like, I joke, like I've said about like Deltarune, and like I'm usually fine with waiting for it because I already got Undertale, and Undertale was a complete thing, so I don't necessarily need anything else. I'm enjoying whatever they put out, but it's not something I wanted or expected, but because he loves his little series so much, he wanted to put out more content. And that's great. Love will drive you to do more work than you can pay a man to do, I swear.
It's true. There, you know, there's a Fully Cooley reanimated thing
Yeah.
apparently being worked on. So again, people doing shit for free.
In their defense, stuff like that is really good for animators, because unless you're making full shit, you're not necessarily getting work. So if you do chunks of a thing, people go check out your stuff, and you don't have to animate an entire thing. Because some people aren't good at animating entire things. Sometimes they're just good at doing one thing.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, but in the age of having to self-promote and being indie and stuff like that, sometimes you gotta do all the things.
Yeah.
Which not everyone can do. And it's often been said that like being an artist online is more about self-promotion than anything else.
It is. Lock and self-promotion.
That's why the guy from Fairly Odd Parents, like, he was really good at self-promotion.
Yeah. Is he the one that also did all the like the Christian fraud ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if it was fraud, but it failed. Which Hartman, that's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Took me a sec.
Because it sounds like a South Park character.
It does. But out of all the people, like, he's not great, but he's not the worst in the world.
Yeah, it could be the weirdest.
There's a lot of animators, especially male animators, who are kind of shit people.
The confidence of a mediocre white man.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, what was it I saw recently? There's like a comic, and they were gonna have the cover was gonna be done by like Frank Miller and what's the other guy?
All right, that's the last 20.
It was Frank Miller and
It's Miller time.
yeah. Who's the other guy that did like the really mean Batman versus Superman one? Is that Frank Miller? Alan Moore.
Alan Moore.
It's Alan Moore and Frank Miller. We're gonna make the cover for this thing. And I'm like, that is an incredibly ugly, but incredibly specifically so. like that is distilled for exactly like 2 Turbo Freaks, but it's gonna look some kind of way. Pepsi Man?
Pepsi Man! Why are we talking about Pepsi Man?
Oh, I thought the one posed was Pepsi Man.
Oh no, it's finger guns.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking for like good version, so I don't make it look weird.
Dirk Strider.
I know, right?
Dirk Strider's signature date move. Finger guns.
Actually, this will work just fine.
Oh man, it's a new game featuring Jake English. Date nothing.
I think the Alpha Kids were in the Friend Sim one. Now that I think about it. I had to remember.
I have inflicted Homestuck upon my wife.
I was trying to remember because in it, it's like at the point where like Dirk is going around to other universes and fucking shit up like the little cunt he is. But then like, how could he be in there? But then I remembered like, you did actually bond with him as a kid. That was cool, like, how he came in when he, like, teleported in and out.
Mm-hmm.
He would teleport his different layers.
Oh, that's fun.
So there was, like, a line work layer, a color layer, a sketch layer, and then he disappeared. And then there was, like, a tech layer under it, and when he cut the screen, you saw, like, the code under it. That was cool. Friend Sim is a really interesting, like, piece of, like, as far as visual novels go, like, the way it fucks around with it is really interesting.
This one's for the artists.
Yeah. But Homestuck has always been very meta, so it makes sense. That was one of the reasons I liked it. I don't really know if Homestuck has... I guess it does, because a lot of people liked it, but I don't know if it's got that much appeal outside of people who like those specific things. Maybe if it's easier, like... If they do make the show, they'll probably cut a ton of crap out and just make it more digestible in general.
Probably.
I like to think it's a different AU.
Yeah.
It's just another bubble.
It's freaking Dirk messing around again.
Yeah. I wouldn't be half surprised if they stick that in there, but...
Probably.
I don't want it. Can we just not acknowledge that happened? I don't wanna.
You know what it is? It's gonna be the He-Man show.
I guess.
It's like, yeah, it's He-Man, but like we're gonna make it better.
She-Ra?
I mean, even the Netflix He-Man was just objectively better than He-Man because it wasn't specifically a toy advertisement.
I mean, I hate to say this, He-Man was not that. Like, people will fight for these fucking shows.
But like, there's
They'll
nothing
be like,
there.
you're ruining it, and I'm like, bro, why are you fighting for this? There's not even anything there, my dude.
Yeah, like, what are you fighting for? A toy ad? Like, I will...
Like, it's the most base good versus evil crap with nothing more... like, the X-Men show. That was definitely, like... That had a little more to it. But for the most part, like, He-Man is not Shakespeare. Like, why are you mad that they're changing the, like, concept a little so it actually has decent plot?
Yeah. No,
there's a man who's a skunk.
There's a Skelly Man. And there's two Skelly Men.
Okay, but so does Undertales, and look how good that is.
There's two skeleton men.
Who's the other one?
The glowy one.
Oh.
Because there's
Do they fight?
Yeah.
There you go.
Because there's Skeletor, and then there's the Skelly guy, who's just a dude.
Alright. Oh, okay.
That was the one that the toy was glow in the dark. Because it was scary.
Almost done.
Yeah.
Good, because I'm hungry. Even though I ate before this.
You're doing all the brain work. Brain work? I sure hope it does. Where it's like road work and there's like a fucking crater ahead. And like, I don't think it do. Tomorrow I can cook the pasta.
Oh boy.
Because I got the malak.
Malak.
I'm keeping an eye on the news because
Oh god, what's going on now?
a shrimp recall.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That was on the weird news thing.
Yeah, well, that's because Walmart
They're
recalled.
radioactive.
Yeah, and for a very specific type of radiation, like fission reactor radiation. It's really fucking weird. So Walmart had to recall their Walmart branded shrimp, and then shortly thereafter, other companies did as well. Those ones did not, because the FDA, the way it is currently, did not disclose what distributors had that brands of shrimp. So there's apparently something causing shrimp to be radioactive in major shrimping areas. But we don't know what yet.
Also, wild boar meat is turning blue. It's because of rat poison.
Oh, that makes sense.
They've been eating rat poison.
That makes sense. Some rats actually have to keep eating poison or they'll die.
Just like me. It's called soda.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll die.
Yeah. But yeah, like some rats over time have been not dying from rat poisoning for so long that they have to now ingest the rat poison or they will basically just congeal.
Hot.
So that's, a thing. So, like, humanity can't affect things. That would be silly. The rats who need to eat rat poison or else they'll perish. Like, it is wild, like, some of the stuff, like, certain types of toxins. We've figured out that, like, if you get this type of poisoning, you'll die because it unbinds the oxygen in your blood. The way to save you is to inject you with blue. Just straight up, this blue dye, and it prevents the poison from killing you.
Hooray!
So you'll turn blue and die, or we can inject you with blue and you're fine.
Colloidal silver.
That's a different blue. That does not help you. It just turns you blue. It doesn't actually do anything. Despite, yes, silver is an antimicrobial. That's why silver coatings can make things less likely to have stuff growing on it, like doorknobs. Though there was some research actually into making doorknobs basically have kind of like microscopic shark skin, because the texturing of them would make them less able for microbes to grow on them.
Okay.
Because they just can't bind to the weird texturing. Which is okay.
That'd be easier to just make automatic doors.
You would think.
Am I wrong?
This is the pencil and the pen for the astronauts kind of thing.
Which is actually bullshit.
It is.
If you have a pencil in space, you get lead in your fucking airways.
Yep. Well, graphite things everywhere. Unless it's one of those EDC ones, which is not actually a pencil, it's carbon, and you're just rubbing the carbon on things.
I'll rub you on things.
Yeah, on you preferably. You set yourself
Don't
up for
evil laugh. Asswipe.
that. You set me up.
I love how everyone has like these nice complex little goat hands with like, here's how they turn the hooves into fingers. And I was just like, I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna make them silly little guys.
They have little claws, that's about it.
Yeah. Little pointy bits. That makes them cool.
If I have little hoof hands, they won't be able to do as much.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny has human hands.
We don't.
I was
think about
tempted
that
to
too
do 4 fingers, honestly.
Yeah.
But I didn't, because it can affect... Like, how am I going to let them flip people off?
3 fingers. Gotta be able to flip somebody off. This is a sacrifice made.
They had to edit Abe's Odyssey in some areas of China, because apparently, like, 3 fingers was, like, a stereotype for butchers or something.
Oh, okay.
And it was, like, offensive.
Huh.
I thought that was interesting.
Calling them low class. Neat. It was one of the first times I actually had seen it in what was it called? It was like Exosuits. It was a cartoon, right? And a Toy Vessel cartoon, obviously. It was there to sell the cool little mechs that you can put the people in. But it was also about racism. And specifically a whole class of blue people that had 4 fingers. That's how you could tell they weren't human. Besides the fact that they were fucking blue. But one of the things they did was they had 4 fingers. So they had to hold things differently. And like in this, it wasn't just like they made the character blue, but they were still human. They actually had to do things differently, and stuff for them had to be made differently. So his exosuit was different because he was one of the blue people. And that was the first time I'd seen that kind of thing, like that level of thought into something.
You think as someone who's left-handed, you would have like related.
I did. Yes. That was really cool. There's nobody, me with my gray hands because I had to write with paper. Yes, I did like that.
I had that just because I was an artist.
Yeah.
Always have that half of your hand totally gray. You can't actually train to not do that, but now I'm digital, so who cares?
Yeah. I want a left-handed notebook. I'm tired of having gray hands and everybody made fun of me.
Aw, did they?
No, sometimes when I was like real little, because like
Aw.
I'd be writing in the notebook and then have my gray hands, and it was usually my parents. But,
Aw, fuck your parents. That's mean. I don't like that.
but it was fine. After a little bit, I was with nerds, and nobody cared then.
My poor baby. I won't make fun of you.
I made fun of me. It was funny.
No. Not nice.
It was also super awkward to do those things, because like when you have like a notebook, especially like a spiral bound notebook.
Yeah, I used to read the Princess Diaries, and she was left-handed, and that was one of the things she like said, this is gonna make me kill myself.
Yeah, because you get literally, I had like, when I would sit there writing, I would actually have like the indentions from the spiral on my wrist.
Yeah, I used to draw on the back of my notebooks upside down like that. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
That's where I hid all the porn.
One of the things that I got that was like super cool at the time was a notebook that had the spiral on the top.
Did I include Minty? I think we're out of time anyway.
I don't think
I
you
think
did.
I did.
I mean,
I'm looking.
I was gonna say, I don't think you did. You had Lloyd,
Okay,
Sanderson, and Atlee.
Yep, and we just finished Atlee.
There you go.
Boop. So that'll be last night. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 left, so that should be good. And they're all 10s, which are pretty quick. So we should have, I probably will not reach like the last weekend. I don't think I could do them all tomorrow, but we probably will be done Saturday.
Yeah.
10 10s is a little much. I think I did do that once.
Powerful one.
10 10s.
Din din.
But since we had some 20s, I wanted to make sure we had enough time today.
Yeah.
Alright. And that will be all for tonight. So I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Y'all have a good night. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.